What do you mean we're never here? I'm always here. You'd better watch your back, Dylan.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Flash Ride.
Everybody's favorite show.
It's mine.
See how I'm rubbing my hands together, TJ?
TJ, you lied to me, man. You lied to me, dude.
What is this, some kind of Jewish stereotype? Is that what's going on here? You indulging a little anti-Semitism on my talking show?
How do you know I'm not Jewish myself?
I don't know anything
That's
about
really
you.
offensive, dude. Number one, Paul is Jewish, TJ, and you told me and Paul this is a private meeting between the three of us.
You want proof, TJ, that I'm Jewish?
Yeah.
Take a look at this. Look at that profile.
Wow.
Jew.
Look at that right there, dude. Get out your get out your vintage Nazi measuring tools, you anti-Semite, and make sure that my nose falls within the Semite category.
Dude, this is how big Paul's nose is.
And then ship me off to Dachau, you goose-stepping Nazi piece of shit, TJ.
TJ, if this was to scale, Paul's nose would be like, in real life, it'd be like this.
Yeah, it'd be huge.
That's Paul's nose.
And like a giant nose. Like a huge, giant, overblown nose.
What I can't get over is that googly eye.
That googly. Yeah, I do have one googly eye. Here,
Googly.
That spins around in its sockets.
Like Mad Eye Moody, dude.
Yeah. Bring Harry Potter into this.
Paul, you have a lazy eye.
Yeah, dude, that Swampernet it's gotta suck over there, dude. You're pixely as shit, TJ.
I'm fucking what? I'm gorgeous over
Dude, you're Captain Pixels, and Scotty's actually like Skippy too. Both of you guys, man, that's Swampernet.
Scotty,
Swampernet,
Skippy, and TJ is Pixels.
Dude, I'm telling you,
fuck you,
I'm on Wi-Fi
Swampernet.
At least I'm on Wi-Fi, so TJ.
Yeah, I got a direct connect, man. I don't know what the hell the problem is here.
See, dude, I'm telling you guys, dude, this Pacific Northwest internet can't be beat, dude. You guys know. I mean, you know what I mean. Like, if I ever moved there.
I mean, yeah, if you lived in that part of the country.
Yeah.
If you did.
Dude, Paul already told everyone Paul's in Wyoming.
Yeah. I'm in Wyoming.
Which I don't understand, because I mean, if I was gonna leave the swamp, I can totally understand leaving the swamp, but for Wyoming, it's like, why?
Because it had Y right in the title. It's the only it's the only state that has the balls to ask the hardest question to ask. Why? It's Wyoming.
Why?
There's no
called
other
Why
Ys.
Not Oming.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I moved here.
He said why, and he said why not Wyoming?
Why Wyoming?
If you're gonna go to a state, go to the state of Wyoming. Why not? TJ, so is this the episode you're finally gonna come out as the guy that wrote this letter to this dude?
Yeah. So
by the way,
apparently
the video already played while Scotty and I were sitting here waiting for Pixel J to show up. And then like it sucks. The story sucks. A guy got a letter. A guy got a letter because he has a black Santa. And it was
Black Santa.
And it was like a letter, but it was from Santa. It was like from Santa, and it was like, "Hello, please stop spreading misinformation about me. Ho ho ho! I am not a Negro." I'm just quoting it. Like if you go back and watch the video,
all right, let's do it.
That's what it says.
I started to read it, and the first word that of course sticks out is Negro.
Chris Kennedy has lived in this Lakewood home for 3 years. Tuesday afternoon, he received a letter in the mail.
Went and grabbed my phone and basically recorded me reading it. Please.
Oh my God, Comic Sans.
Yeah, Comic Sans and everything from Santa Claus.
Oof.
Please remove your Negro Santa Claus yard decoration. You should not try.
It doesn't even look. I would not even know that.
I
was
wouldn't
black.
even notice. That's the thing about Santa Claus is like it doesn't matter what color he is under there. All that matters is he's got the big beard and the red suit and he's Santa.
Yeah, I would never have fucking even suspected that.
He's there to bring you like fucking presents and joy and shit. If you're gonna go old school, to beat the shit out of you and take you to hell. But in modern times, he's giving you toys and stuff. He's cool. Who, I don't care if Santa's black. You think if black Santa rolls up with a bunch of toys, I'm gonna be disappointed? Like, but I wanted Santa to be white. It's like it's Santa.
Of course, it's Santa.
I mean, who cares? It's Santa.
To deceive children.
Deceive children? What?
Deceive children, dude.
You should not try to deceive children into believing I am a Negro. I am a Caucasian. I don't know why the fucking this looks pixely even on my
Whoa, this
end,
is
so I don't know
weird as
what's going
shit,
on with that.
dude. So
I am a
this dude who
Caucasian
wrote the
white
letter-
man to you, and something past 600 years,
and
you're-
have
you
been
being-
and have been
Oh,
for
yeah.
the past 600 years. You're being
Guys.
jealous of yourself. Wait a minute.
You being jealous of my
race.
My face is
Race.
no excuse for your dishonesty. Besides that, you are making yourself the laughing stock of the neighborhood. Yeah. Do you see that? Obviously, your values are not that of Lakewood area, and maybe you should have. I can't read that one.
Should
to
move
a
to a neighborhood. Move to a neighborhood out east where the rest of your racist kind. Yours truly, Santa Claus. Is Santa Claus
Santa,
an
dude?
evil,
Oh,
disgusting bastard? You know.
I
I'm
thought
always-
the local racist. It's Santa himself coming down and saying,
Yeah.
"Come on, dude, I'm white. Don't do this to me. Move out east with your kind."
This
I'm
is
dreaming of a white Christmas.
I guess you know what, Fuck, dude. I guess so, dude. I guess Santa was being literal when it came to that shit. He
What
didn't
is
mean like
this?
white Christmas, like snow. He meant like, whoa.
Yeah, he meant like he's a white guy, I guess.
He meant the Aryan Brotherhood, dude. He meant the KKK.
It's like Santa is a fake figure that can be any color you want. Like you can make Santa pink. It doesn't matter. He's a fucking fake thing that supposedly brings gifts that like that weren't brought by him. It's the parents what bring the gifts. That's Santa. He could be whatever you tell your kids he is, you dumb shits. Can you believe that somebody took the time to type that nasty letter up and like be like, I'm gonna make it like it's from Santa Claus, like Santa would have like share that sentiment or whatever.
You know what I think though, it's kind of cool that I mean, because there's a lot of racists out there, but not a lot of cute racists, and this racist took the time to make it like kind of cute. He's like, I don't want to just send a nasty hate letter. I want to fucking inhabit a character. I want to get into the mindset. I'm gonna be Santa Claus for this letter. Or, I mean, you're ignoring another possibility here, you guys. What if this letter's really from Santa? Who's to say Santa's not a racist?
I guess that is true. I mean, Santa would use Comic Sans for sure.
But it's kind of a dilemma. You guys have to admit, if it actually is from Santa himself, like, do you really want to take his presents? Like, I mean, it's kind of like, dude, Santa's a racist asshole. I don't know. I personally am gonna go on the side of Santa did not send this letter, dude. I don't think Santa would do that. I think Santa would probably just try to shill you more shit, like sell you Coke,
I think
sell
so.
you fucking any. Yeah, I think Santa's like too commercialized. Like he realizes, like, look, I gotta appeal to everybody. I don't think he's gonna do this.
Yeah,
boycott Santa.
Yes, hashtag boycott Santa, hashtag cancel Santa. I'm gonna start using this because I did not know he was such a fucking neo-Nazi white supremacist piece of shit.
Oh, Paul's going with the Twitter reaction, but that's okay.
He's like, go back east with your kind, dude. What's that supposed to mean? Say what?
That's like go back to Africa, dude. Whoa, that's crazy.
Santa.
Right.
Oh shit! No! Don't skip that one.
I'm not skipping. Well, it was supposed to be at the end, but I guess we can make it now if you want.
Well, I'm just saying, like, don't skip it. I just want to make sure that one doesn't get thrown away.
This one.
There you
I don't
go.
know if you guys saw this too.
We can do it now.
This is awesome. The monolith's here, guys. The time of great change is nigh.
The time of change is nigh.
Dude, try and blow up one of these pictures for the people so they can at least see it full screen. You don't got to do it now, but I'm just saying, like, pick a good one.
I'll do it.
Or I can just switch to here. I'll just do it for this because this is like a real visual story. So here we go. I can just do this. I'll just switch back and forth as needed, and then if people hate it, we can stop it. Anyway.
Well, that's a nice big picture of it right there. So
it's 2001: A Space Odyssey, dude.
Officials from Utah's Department of Public Safety Aero Bureau got more than they bargained for when a mission to count bighorn sheep in southeastern portion of the state led to a bizarre, potentially out-of-this-world discovery while flying over a remote area of Red Rock country on November 18th, crew members spotted a strange silver object, a monolith, they're calling it, which is a fancy word for large upright object. Wow, you're really going to explain monolith to people? How fucking dumb are people who read the Thrillist?
People are really dumb.
What the hell,
really
monolith? What?
So they kind of have to.
I need that explained to me. I don't know. I never heard nothing about no monolith before.
What's one of them monoliths?
In this case, the monolith was made of metal and not a product of nature. I believe metal is actually from nature, but okay. But that's about all experts can confirm right now. The crew landed near the tall metal structure to investigate and could not determine who installed it. It was erected in a difficult to access area, so much so that the Utah DPS won't disclose its exact location because they fear sightseers would get stranded if they attempted to visit.
Listen, somebody in the chat said it's the Protheans, dude, and that is so right, dude. The Protheans are the Mass Effect aliens that came like before. They were like the advanced civilization that was wiped out by the Reapers, and they left behind these monoliths that you had to find, and that's what it looks like, dude. It looks like a Prothean monolith.
Monolith. It is illegal to install structures or art without authorization on federally managed public land, no matter what planet you're from. I love the... Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm ready for it, dude.
Yeah. Wait, how are you gonna fucking... You can't fucking enforce against aliens, man. They ain't fucking under your jurisdiction. They can do whatever the fuck they want to this planet.
Yeah.
As if 2020 couldn't be any weirder. A 2001 Space Odyssey monolith has been found in a remote area of the Utah desert.
Dude, I'm ready for it, dude. We've fucking talked continuously on this show about how fucked we are. Maybe the aliens are coming,
dude,
and maybe we're gonna be like, you know, cattle for them or something. Like if they're gonna provide some other shit while they farm us or whatever, that's okay. At least they'll have better conditions to live in. They're gonna fix our problems.
I want you guys to remember my fucking season finale of 2020, and everything's happened so far. I said the election would fucking be settled. It wouldn't be nearly as crazy as people thought. It would just kind of like, you know, be like, all right, because everyone's like civil war, but doesn't look like civil war is going to happen. It's like things are kind of winding down on that front. Now they could get hot again. Maybe Trump comes out like, now's the time to rise. You know, maybe that happens. But I said the election's going to happen. Everything's going to be done. And we'd be like, oh, you know what? We made it through 2020. Whew. And that's when the aliens show up. And here we go.
Well,
here's the fucking monolith.
I tell you what, TJ, these Prothean artifacts, if this indeed is a Prothean artifact, which I'm looking at it, and that's a Prothean artifact, TJ. That's a Prothean monolith.
Can you pull one up, Paul?
If ever I've seen one. I can
I'll do it.
Yeah. TJ, look up a Prothean monolith.
Let's take a look at that, because I mean, look, I'm willing to consider that possibility too. The advanced civilization.
So we all,
sorry, Prothean beacon is what you're gonna want to look up. Prothean beacon.
Okay.
The top of that shit opens up and emits a laser, is what I'm telling you when the time is right, and it's to warn you that the Reapers are coming. Which the Reapers are a race of sentient machines that scour the entire universe of the entire universe of life once every like 2 billion years or some shit.
So that's the monolith right there.
Yeah, that's
the beacon, rather.
Yeah, it's it. Look, it's a little more stylized, obviously, in the video game, but way more functional and weather resistant in real life if you go back to the actual Prothean monolith. I'm just telling you guys, dude, it's Prothean 100%.
I don't know. It looks more like the 2001 one.
No, because the 2001 one was a big fucking black door. This one is like this one is more geometrically like square.
Let's take a look here. So this one's like a square.
I mean, it's a square. It's like a triangle. It's like a triangular object, right? That has.
Look, dude, that was Stanley Kubrick taking poetic license, Paul. I mean,
this is fucking BioWare taking poetic license right here.
So here's this.
Bullshit, dude.
It's a Prothean monolith. This thing is small, like a Prothean fucking
Why? It
beacon.
doesn't look anything like it.
That it doesn't look
I
anything
think
like that either.
Yes, oh, dude, it looks closer than that. It's closer
I
to
see.
the other one.
I'm trying to tell you guys the
I
fucking
see what you're saying with the triangular thing. Like you're
Yeah.
saying, like it's triangular from like a top. view.
exactly, and it
I
opens up,
gotcha.
and there's a fucking laser that comes out the top of it when the time is
I
right.
believe when I see it. I believe when I
You know
see
what it could be too? You know what else it's reminiscent of? The pillars in the Fifth Element. The little
Oh,
triangular, triangular pillars that have the different symbols on them
Now-
for earth, air, fire, water.
Dude, that looks the most like anything we've talked about.
I don't know. Those are kind of more like.
They're made out of earth in the movie, but like it's kind of reminiscent of that because those. It's actually more reminiscent of the keystones than anything because the keystones are like triangular, whatever polygon
keystone
things. I'm telling you guys, either one of those is right. We're fucked. If it's a fucking Fifth Element thing, then that means that the Fifth Element better be found and awoken soon because the great darkness is coming and the planet's going to come and that's
Yeah,
it.
pure evil is after us, dude.
Right.
Fuck.
Or if it's a Prothean monument, it means that, the fucking Reapers are coming. If it's the Stanley Kubrick monument, it means we're all turning into fucking whacked out space babies soon. Either way, the apocalypse is coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like pick your poison.
Monolith.
Choose your own adventure.
Amazon warehouse workers in Alabama
Boo.
filed to hold unionization votes.
It'll fail. It will fail.
The notice was filed with the National Labor Relations Board as warehouse employees globally have raised concerns about coronavirus spread.
I mean, I got to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure this is going to fail, but we'll see.
Let's see. Seattle workers at the Amazon warehouse in Alabama have filed a notice to hold a unionization vote in what could be a major labor battle against a company that has long opposed the unionization of its workforce. Employees at a newly opened Amazon facility in Bessemer, Alabama, notified the National Labor Relations Board that they want to hold an election to create a bargaining unit that would cover over 1,500 full-time and part-time workers. The group seeks to be represented by the Retail, Wholesale, and Department Store Union, RWDSU. While much of Amazon's warehouse staff in Europe belongs to unions, the company has successfully fought off employees at its U.S. facilities. A small group of equipment and maintenance and repair technicians at the company's Middletown, Delaware warehouse rejected union representation from the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers in 2014 after a hard-fought battle with the company. Meanwhile, Amazon logistics employees around the world have voiced concerns about their safety during the coronavirus pandemic over the past few months.
So here's what'll happen. Because this is not an Amazon-wide movement. This is looks like probably one fulfillment center that covers 1,500 jobs that's trying to do this.
Yeah. So Amazon's basically like, they'd probably rather just fire all those people than.
Well, here's the thing: they can't. They can't just fire those people because they're trying to unionize. But what they can do,
You can find an excuse, right?
well, yeah, number one, they can fire. They can fire the heads of it, and they can pass the fucking savings onto the people and start propagandizing. Like, look, if you unionize, we're going to have to cover the back end cost of that. And the union is going to take X amount of dollars out of your paycheck. They're going to start busting. They have a million different ways of getting inside a small union movement like this and making it and nullifying it. Either by slowly but surely getting rid of everybody that signs on to it, or by like poisoning the well with their fucking propaganda as the vote comes up, and making veiled threats about pay cuts that'll be necessary, or benefit cuts that'll be necessary to cover the cost of collective bargaining, and how they're much better off. Just, you know what I mean? It'll weaken, like, if it's not a company-wide movement, this is not a major labor battle for fucking Amazon. Even if it, and I'm talking about even if it does succeed here.
So a hollow victory, even if a victory is your opinion.
In my opinion. Now, maybe this is the seed that sprouts the mighty oak, but I don't think so. That's not really how it works in my fucking experience. Well, I don't really have direct experience, but in my
you already
knowledge.
have proof Amazon will accept unions. It just said in Europe, like, oh yeah, most people in Europe are unionized.
Right.
So it's just like, okay, Americans rather just get fucked more. It's like, all right, sounds
Well,
good.
even-
Let's just get fucked over.
Even Walmart. I mean, Walmart doesn't have actually Walmart stores over in like Europe, but they have stores. They own stores in Europe, and their stores over there are unionized because it's like over there you can't get away with not having that.
Here's what'll
Here,
happen
you know.
because that union that covers the retail workers and warehouse workers is small because a lot of those are owned by private companies that union bust, or in places where the union can't. You know, you say the word union and it's like toxic to people, and they're not going to sign up for shit, right? So. That it's a small union. They're not going to be able to turn out much for a strike. And if you're talking about one fulfillment center that's doing this, that strikes, then they have the impetus to fire you. Like if you walk off your job, you're in breach of your contract. When you signed your contract, it didn't say shit about no union. Now you do have strike protection for a certain amount of time, but they can start replacing you with other workers. And if it goes long enough, you're not going to have any money. I can guarantee you that UCSWTW union is not going to have enough to pay the bills for these people for like a 6-8 month prolonged strike on this facility. And it's definitely not going to show up enough people to the line to relieve the people standing there to keep the scabs from getting into the fucking factory. So it's like, I'm sorry to be a doomsayer, but this kind of small incremental unionization shit, it's doomed from the start. It's all or nothing, baby. Like it's got to start somewhere and get at least 60 or 70% of these Amazon warehouses on board before they do anything about it. If they can do that, they got something. Because you can shut down 60 or 70 Amazon warehouses and they bust that up violently. Oh my God, man. You got the
Just
people.
show up.
Well, you're
every
right.
Amazon warehouse. And, with the fucking flamethrowers and shit and be like, hey, we're going to burn this shit down if you don't fucking give us unions. And Amazon will be like, okay.
But you
Well,
guys
okay, we
saw
got
in this story when TJ was
In
reading
Minecraft.
it. Yeah, of course. Always in Minecraft. When TJ was
Everything's
reading
in
it,
Minecraft.
it said that in, 2014, that the shipping end of Amazon rejected union representation after a
It was
hard-fought
machinist.
battle.
In
Yeah, the machinist.
2014, it said machinist. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
Here we go.
In Delaware.
So a small group of equipment maintenance and repair technicians, they rejected in 2014 representation by the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers, probably after much
Union
the company
busting.
lobbied them
busting.
against it. Yeah.
Well, it's
Paul
like,
said, they
all of a
just- they
sudden you
poisoned
got
the well
some,
before that. Go ahead.
some of the workers around, you're like, I don't know about all this union talk.
Well, here's some of the
You
stuff
know,
that they'll
and-
tell you to union bust, because they can cut your hours. So they'll be like, well, if this is the way it's going to be, and then we're not going to be able to afford to have as many full-time employees. So we're going to have to start hiring more people and move to like a part-time thing. And then everybody that's making their nut at this goes, wait a minute, I can't pay my fucking apartment note, let alone my food bill on half of what I'm making now. I ain't signing that shit, I guess. They just got so many little covert ways and overt ways of fucking making it plain that they're going to fuck you if you unionize to get enough people to fucking vote nay when it comes up. And that's all it takes, dude.
I think you got to fucking, I don't know, you got to get some of these workers to look at the longer game of like, hey, once you have this union, like they're not going to be able to do all that shit to you because you're going to have collective bargaining
Well,
power.
that's
If it's gonna slit your throat today for the promise of something tomorrow,
Right.
Paul's
Yeah.
right. The immediate needs, what someone needs right now. TJ, if you
And
were
part of that's
facing
because-
like
part of
you
that's 'cause
can pay
people
your
live
rent or
paycheck to
not.
paycheck and shit, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're facing you can pay your rent or not.
A
or
stunning
some-
amount of I'm sorry. I just wanted to add what you're saying. I was just saying a stunning amount of Americans like can't even handle like a $500 emergency or something. So
So Amazon has all the power, dude. So it's not. So Paul's right. How the fuck? Unless there's a national movement, or at least a large regional movement, like the West Coast or something, the Northeast or whatever.
We need half.
I mean,
so
Yeah,
I
we
really
need supply disruption.
yeah, exactly. That's the point, is we need about half of the what we call essential workers in this country to walk off the job. And that's a tall order, but that's what you need to make a real dent and a real impact. So you'd need about half of Amazon to make a real fucking impact. If half of Amazon's fulfillment centers shut down in America on fucking Thanksgiving weekend,
Chaos.
it would be, they would do like, you've got the company by the balls at that point. You see what I'm saying? But with one, They're gonna have scabs in there picking. They'll bus in people from the nearest one. And have them pulling double shifts at it and shit. You see what I'm saying?
How advanced their software is, Paul. They'll just reroute it. Oh, that one's down. Oh, we have a bunch. We have so many chains here. Oh, we have so many.
You're probably right, because they probably have fulfillment centers in disaster areas that they have. They'll just reroute it through one of those that isn't down due to a disaster and yada yada. You're right. Yeah. It's probably not even they can stand out there in the cold getting paid nothing all they want. It won't be long, trust me. They'll be back in there asking for their jobs, and that'll be that. And I'm telling you, this won't even come to a strike.
Speaking of that, totally unrelated subject. You guys ever fucking gone to like this website here? I wanted to show you this website just real quick. Unrelated to anything we're talking about. It's a website. They sell a bunch of these flamethrowers and stuff. It's pretty cool. You can like clear land with it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good for clearing
some
big
brush
fields.
Clear.
Like, look at all this stuff it could do. I mean, like, look at this. This is crazy. All this flames he's throwing.
How much, dude? How much, dude? How much is this fucking flamethrower? I did not know you could legally own a flamethrower.
Oh yeah, you can buy a flamethrower. Yeah, you can buy it. Let's see. Yeah, let's get an XL18. You want to?
You're gonna get us fucking. You're gonna get us completely.
$3,000, they can keep it, dude. Fuck that, man. That's cool, but that's not $3,000 cool to me.
I mean, it's $3,000 cool to me, but I'm not gonna buy it anyway. There's a lot of shit that's $3,000 cool to me that I pass on, and this is gonna be one of them. I don't need no fucking flamethrower.
I'm just thinking about buying a flamethrower.
All right, well,
maybe the X15. Maybe the X15 is cheaper. Oh yeah, look, it's
okay, cool. Yeah, I'm down. I'm getting it.
I mean, come on, $1,500. Anyway, totally unrelated to what we were talking about. I just, I don't know. I was thinking about buying a
this shit.
But look at that.
If the fucking thing shows up, you're prepared. If someone breaks into your house, you got a fucking flamethrower. They're gonna regret that shit. People like the shotgun. It's like, no, dude, I got a fucking flamethrower.
You're probably gonna burn your house down in the process, but
Fuck that, dude. Fuck that. Even if you burn your own house down, it's worth it because that motherfucker.
I don't know about you, but do you own your house?
No, I don't.
I don't know. My house, I wouldn't weep a tear if this place burned down as long as everybody I love was out of it. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
Throw flame.
In Minecraft.
So, throwflame.com. That's a site. And I just figured like that's a place people can go if they want a flamethrower for
in Minecraft, if they want to. Totally unrelated, by the way.
Your friends.
In Minecraft, no, I mean, you could buy a flamethrower in real life. I mean,
totally unrelated to the story that's on the screen as well.
Right, but it's nothing to do with this. I mean,
right. Obviously.
I mean, I don't even see how there could be a connection there, but
yeah, it's just talking about a flamethrower. Come on,
guys. Nationwide COVID-19 metrics, 7-day average lines. Some COVID numbers for you.
The higher it goes is better, right?
Huh? Yeah, that's how it works.
I don't want to read these kind of chart things that often, so when it spikes up, that's good.
So these daily tests, they're going up. That's a positive sign, right? People are getting tested more. That's a good thing. Daily cases. Well, I mean, of course, the cases are going up, but only because the testing is going up, right?
They're testing more. Come on, guys.
I mean, like, if you test, the more you test, the more you're going to find. I mean, that's just common sense. I mean, like, it's not really a discouraging sign that this number is skyrocketing out of control into the stratosphere.
It's cold, so more people are hospitalized. There's probably a lot of people slipping and falling, a lot of heart attacks. And people are stressed because it's Thanksgiving, it's Christmas coming up, dude. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not COVID.
So it looks like hospitalizations have actually reached like a dangerous critical mass at this point. They're actually full in a lot of states.
No need to
worry.
People
are probably going to be causing deaths that are not even they're COVID related, but they're not actually COVID, because it's going to be stuff like I need to see a doctor because I'm feeling this weird. Oh, my arm. I think I'm having a stroke or something.
There's going to be states.
Hospital's full,
There's going to be states fucking locking down. California is starting a slow rolling lockdown.
I heard today that
Nevada, Arizona,
Louisiana is considering another lockdown. So
Louisiana considering another lockdown. I think I heard Colorado and New York is considering another fucking full lockdown as well. It's just fucking crazy, guys. Like, and this is, it seems so silly to have to explain this. But like, I was talking about this on Ideology the other night. I was like, what's the difference between us and these the countries that didn't get hit this hard with it? Well, there's a couple of key differences. Number one, we got way more people than most of those places. But
sure,
the other key difference is those places took it seriously, locked down for like 2 months, paid their people to stay home, and made sure nobody went bankrupt as a result of it. Landlords included. The landlords got paid because people had the money to pay their bills. None of those countries went belly up, and they're tinier than us. They have a fraction of our GDP. And yet, for some reason, we keep locking down for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month and a half. Open back
And we're
up.
half-assed about it too.
Oh, shit, it's getting crazy again. Let's lock down again. All right, everything back to normal. Everybody, yeah, party. Oh, shit, it's getting crazy again. Lockdown. No payment plan for anybody. No fucking plan to pay people's rent. No rent protections in a lot of the states where people are about to be thrown into the street in the middle of fucking winter, by the way.
It's literally a fucking roller coaster. It's like, okay, we better lock down, you guys.
If I was a more conspiratorial minded person, I would say it's almost like it's being mishandled on purpose to destabilize us and shit. Because it's literally taking a bunch of people whose nerves are on the fucking ragged edge for a number of reasons and going, here's another heap of fucking question marks on your life. How are you going to eat next month? Who knows? You might lose your job tomorrow. Oh, well, you'll find another one, right? Hopefully, question mark. You know what I mean? It's like, what?
The Dow Jones, 30,000, Paul. Economos is pleased.
Dude, I saw this
All hail Economos!
Dude,
more offerings. Thank you. Come into the meat grinder. The fuel industry will be happy.
Dude, this is the Economos salute, TJ, right here.
Economos.
Because Economos's grace goes up, the bear market, and it goes down. That's the other way. The bear market. The bull goes up and the bear goes down. Yes. Economos.
So, guys, 49 states, with the exception of Hawaii, which is an island in the middle of the fucking Pacific, cases are going up.
Dude, I saw this picture today. It was, have you guys seen these crazy bread lines?
In
Scott.
Dallas?
Yeah. In Dallas. There are these crazy fucking bread lines. By the way, Scotty, you're
30,000 people.
You cut out there for a second, so I didn't mean to step on you if I did. I thought you'd stopped, but you froze up on my end. Anyway.
So 30,000 people in lines. Go ahead.
Yeah. But 30,000 people in lines, and the Dow hit 30,000 today, dude. What a great sign. Isn't the Dow hitting a new record fucking high supposed to mean like everybody's fucking fat and happy? If that's the case, then why is everybody in Dallas lining up for free food for literally miles up and down the interstate?
Hey, Paul, it's just a bunch of leeches. Them cars, I saw them there. They're nice cars, Paul. There's a bunch of rich folk. They're just taking advantage of the system. Look, Uncle Sucker want to give you free food. What you gonna do? You gonna take it?
Uncle Sucker.
Want to give you free food.
I fucking
I did
love
not come
that
up
shit.
with that one. TJ knows who came up with that, but he's a prick, so we're not gonna mention him.
Yeah. No, I remember you telling me who came up with that.
I tell you what, man.
How did that guy die again? That came up with that? Do you remember the guy that came up with that?
In a helicopter crash. It wasn't the crash that killed him. He was also with two.
Was he in the helicopter with Kobe?
No. Listen, I don't know what all these fucking rumors are. Okay, fucking died when he fucking his submarine crashed into the fucking bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
All right, I'm sorry. I meant no disrespect.
Wait, hold on. I'm not done. He survived the submarine crash. The octopus tentacle worked its way in, and then some hentai shit happened that I don't even think I can describe on YouTube. And, lo and behold, he couldn't survive that. So it's horrible stuff.
That's tragic.
Oh, look at Paul. He's doing the Economo salute. Scotty, why are you not praising Economo, Scotty?
Do I have to?
Yes. Praise Economos.
Economos. I love
you. Don't seem very enthusiastic in your support of Economos.
I'm sorry. I love
you some kind of socialist? You some kind of fucking socialist? Oh, hell, Economos! I need praise Economos! I love Economos! How much blood do you need today, Economos? How much blood will satisfy your hunger? We want to slake your thirst, Economos. Please just tell us how many lives must we
profit
feed to
down
you
3%.
today?
Feed me more.
What do you always say? Lactose dominus.
Lactose dominus.
I think that means like milk king or something. I think it means milk.
I don't know what it means.
I don't know what it means.
Your Gregorian sort of chant is milk king.
Lactose dominus.
I think I got it from South Park, like way back in the day, for like when they had Damien, the devil's son.
Yeah.
Back before they made the devil super canonically gay.
I love it,
South
dude.
Park.
I love Economos. I love how he now doesn't even like nothing has to be going well for him to rise, you know? Like it used to be like the price of Economos's rise is the rise of the people beneath Economos, but now he's figured out how to just keep getting to new heights while the bread lines get longer here in America. The conservative, or I'm sorry, the capitalist bread lines, by the way, I want to point out.
Yes.
We were always warned.
Wasn't that always the warning?
Yeah, we were always warned.
Under communism, you're gonna be in a bread line.
Yeah, you elect Bernie Sanders, you gonna be in a bread line. Well, here it is, 2020.
Dude, you know what? You know what I love? I saw so many conservatives do this all year long. They were like, they kept pointing to shit that was actually happening now. And they were like, this is a sneak preview of what Bernie Sanders' America would be like. It's like, no, this is what's happening now. It's literally happening. And you're like, man, a good thing we didn't elect Bernie Sanders, or this thing that's happening would be happening.
Oh, dude.
What?
Can you imagine?
They're so retarded.
Think about this, dude. You've been to LA a bunch of times. Can you imagine if California locks down and starts doing this in LA, what the lines are going to be like for the free food? Or New York City, or any fucking big city, Chicago. I've tooled around Chicago a little bit briefly. That place is fucking huge. Any of these big southern cities, New Orleans.
It's all over. Anyone that's telling you it's a conservative or liberal issue or this on the West Coast, or it's everywhere in this fucking country, dude. Poverty is rampant. It's obvious to anyone with eyeballs. Anyone that is saying anything but that is just blissfully unaware. Does not give a shit about
TJ. Make your dimples go away right now. Quit that fucking shit-eating grin. I'm full screening you, you piece of cock smoking shit.
TJ, the world.
Me and fucking Scotty are sitting over here talking about the end of the world as we know it, and TJ's big old dimples are just hanging out. You motherfucking piece of shit. Yeah, look sad and serious, you motherfucker. Oh shit! All right. Anyway.
Yeah, TJ, you look like you're like really pensive and deep in thought. Like, oh, profound. Yes.
Oh my God, man! What a nightmare!
Screenshot of that and put that image up. So every time you were talking, TJ, you can look super serious. Like TJ's really engaged with what I'm saying. Meanwhile, he's just going blah, 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 fucking twittering, playing with his nuts, whatever the fuck it is you actually do, TJ.
TJ looks like an 80s sitcom character posing for the opening credits.
Dude, TJ,
I love it.
Did you see your Squire in there saying he's got better dimples than you? How's that gonna go over on his next fucking?
Oh shit, dude!
Dude, your TJ's Squire is in the chat talking about how he's got better dimples than TJ does.
I seriously doubt that, dude.
Dude,
I don't doubt that happened.
Look in the chat. I'm telling you, Scotty, it happened.
He's got better dimples, though, dude. That's one of TJ's like prize features.
Oh, TJ's taking out the ledger of sins, dude.
Shit,
no,
dude.
You're fucked now. You are fucked now, Peyton. Damn. The ledger of sins. Yeah. See, I ran into this back when I was just a contractor with our old show, and I saw the ledger of sins but once, and only one sin went into it. And I'm telling you in trouble now, Squire. Oh boy.
Criticize TJ, the greatest sin of all.
The ledger of sins, dude. TJ brought it out. I'm sorry, COVID's killing everybody. What's going on?
Yeah, hospitalization, everything's up.
COVID right now, guys.
We're drowning. COVID cases flood hospitals in America's heartland. Right. Dr. Drew Miller knew his patients had to be moved. The vital signs of the 30-year-old COVID victim were crashing, and Kearney County Hospital in rural Lake in Kansas just wasn't equipped to handle the case. Miller, Kearney's chief medical officer, who doubles as the county health officer, called around to larger hospitals in search of an ICU bed. With coronavirus cases soaring throughout Kansas, he said he could not find a single one. By the time a bed opened elsewhere the following day, the man was near death. For a full 45 minutes, Miller and his staff performed chest compressions in a desperate attempt to save him. Somehow, Miller said, the patient regained a pulse and was dispatched in an ambulance to a larger facility about 25 miles away. Miller then prayed with the family, whom he knew very well, from Lakin, a town of just a few thousand people. It is truly a miracle he has survived, Miller said.
What fucking
blah, blah,
luck,
blah, blah.
dude. No, what fucking luck. That just shows you. If you want to know the reality, that's it. Literally, there's these fucking people that live in the middle of nowhere like, I ain't gonna get COVID. Look at the COVID maps. If you look per 100,000, rural areas are way off, way worse. You're going, oh, there's not that many people. But per capita, their numbers are crazy compared to cities.
It doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't surprise me at all. Because when you go to a city, like when I go to New Orleans, I actually feel safe because everyone's masking up. Everyone takes it super seriously. If I have to go anywhere around town here in this fucking bumfuck, it's a bunch of people that are just like, COVID, what's that?
I heard this.
Let's spit and shake hands.
I heard this described. I was listening. I can't even remember what it was. I can't even remember the podcast. Amelia had gone to sleep, and I was on the long drive to the bunker, and I heard it. I heard somebody describing it as a ping pong effect, where it's like the rural America kind of missed out on the first wave of COVID, or what we called the first wave. And they were like, yay, look, we didn't hardly do nothing, and it didn't come here because nobody ever fucking goes there because there's 10 people that live out there, right? But what happened was eventually somebody visited the big old city and brought it on in. And then once the cities locked down and everything started going down, then the rural areas started going doodly, 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 doodly. And then the cities are looking better, but now the rural areas are spiking. And then somebody goes and visits Grandma Tilly, who lives in Morgan County out here. You know what I mean? Catches it and brings them back to the city. And then it's back in the cities.
Mandate. South Dakota per capita is the worst place to be for COVID in the fucking planet. They didn't take it seriously at all. Didn't even fucking matter. There was not even wearing a mask. It's like, that's crazy to some people. Oh, you don't. I need to breathe.
Yeah.
Unrelated, but why is Biden talking in front of like a fucking yellow, like a giant manila envelope that's like blown up?
I told them to make my transition background the same color as my jizz sock.
It looks like a jizz sock.
It does. It's jizz sock yellow. I've seen, trust me, I've seen it many a time before. It's old jizz sock yellow. Anybody that's ever had one knows what I'm talking about. Well, anybody that's ever had one and also had very little hygiene at the time that they had one knows what I'm talking about. Because I would just throw the motherfuckers under my bed and then, is this TMI?
Did you actually get the jizz sock for real?
I had a cum sock, yeah. Because here's the thing. Let's hold on. Pause this fucking story and let's talk about something that never gets talked about out in the open. When you're jerking,
the time has come.
When you're fucking jerking the gherkin, right? I don't like doing it in the shower. Now sometimes I will. Sometimes I'll just blow it down because that's the easiest place. You just blow the load down the drain. But I prefer like to be chilling in my room. Well, especially back when I was a teenager and I was jerking the gherkin a lot more, right? I was flogging the porpoise, spanking the monkey and all that. So I'd go to my bedroom. Well, what do you do with a nut? It's got to go somewhere, right? So like a lot of people are like tissues. Well, try filling the garbage up with tissues and see how quickly mom asks if you're okay and then catches it. Like, I don't want my mom knowing I was nutting in the tissues. And like, how well can you hide? You know, if you're, because my average during one point in my teenage years was like 10 a day, probably. Now, I like the last 3 or 4 of those, nothing would come out because there was literally like dust in the nuts. But I'm talking about like, I've been making a lot of tissues at max capacity. So that's a bullshit way. Here's what you do. You get the jizz sock. Fucking about to nut, you got it right next to you. You grab the jizz sock. You nut up in that sock. You keep it around a little bit, and then when it starts to get crusty and starts to smell weird, you throw that motherfucker under your bed, and you grab another sock, and now you got a new jizz sock. You see what I mean?
Dude, I had a totally different method at that age. The washcloth, dude.
The washcloth?
Yep,
TJ's
dude,
face washcloth from the bathroom? You dirty fuck.
No, but here's the thing. You do that, and then you fucking wash it, and it dries, and next time you jerk off, you're fucking good, dude. Way more hygienic than your shit.
Oh.
I think, look, I got a big fucking brain, dude. I'd fucking figure this out. Now, TJ's nasty. He probably just came and pulled
What if you were busting 5, 6, 7, 8, upwards of 10 nuts a day, though? What would you do with, like, would you just keep the same washcloth and just nut into that same
keep them in the nut jar.
No, I mean, whatever, dude. I mean, you can wring it out pretty good.
It's always a thing. Like, what do you do with the
jar?
nut?
You got a little jar under your bed.
Yeah, a jar.
You jerk off into it. The nut jar. Let it fill on up.
Do you guys remember the cum box meme that came out way back in the day? The cum box. Some dude had like some dude had like an old shoe box that he'd been jizzing into for like 8 years or something, and he started documenting every nut and like posting it on 4chan, and it just looked like a rotten pile of mush.
Such a nightmare.
It was real, dude.
Dead babies.
Hold on. This is a funny story. It's ironic. World's top latex glove maker shuts factories because of the world's largest. Wait, hold up. No, let me get through this part, and then you can fucking have the reaction.
All right.
The world's largest maker of latex gloves will shut more than half of its factories after almost 2,500 employees tested positive for coronavirus. Go.
Dude, when the PPE factory shuts down because, like, oh my god,
TJ's
what the
dimples
fuck
are back.
How the fuck can you what? How do you run out of it? If you make it, how do you not have it?
Dude,
I don't know, man. I don't know. How do you do it, man?
It's
like
fucking
even the people that
terrifying.
have this shit don't care. Even the people that have this shit don't take it seriously, dude. Like, they literally have the fucking gear to protect themselves. Like, fuck it, dude. Let's just talk anyways. We're not gonna get it. Oh shit, we all got it. Sorry.
Whoops.
Dude, this is like a free ride when you've already paid, dude.
Isn't it ironic? Yeah, you know what? It's like rain on your wedding day, you know? That's what it's like.
Oh yeah.
Hey, dude, come on, dude.
What? It is.
It's
like a
not
black
like
fly.
rain
It's
on
like
your wedding day, TJ.
It's like rain on your wedding. Okay, if it's not like rain on your wedding, maybe it's like a black fly in your Chardonnay. Did you agree with that?
Maybe it's 10,000 spoons.
I really think it's closest to a death row pardon 2 minutes too late. I think that's the closest we can get.
You're probably right. You're probably right about that. I saw an interview, by the way, where she finally admitted that that she fucked up irony, and there's nothing ironic in the song. Maybe a few that kind of are on the verge.
If I were her, I would have told her the fact that she wrote a song about like I would be like, the fact that I wrote a song about irony that has no irony is ironic. That's
right.
The point.
That's what she's kind of gone to at this point. She's like, well, if you think about it, it's pretty ironic that, so really it kind of still, I don't know. It doesn't work. It's not
really reaching, dude. It's
a good song.
I mean,
I like the song.
It is technically ironic that the song called "Isn't It Ironic" and that gives a bunch of examples of supposed irony has no irony in it whatsoever.
Yeah, thus, it's the most
you got to give her
song of
that.
all time.
Did she think of that at the time, or was she just like 22 and didn't really understand irony?
The second one.
She thought irony meant like.
Irony is hard to understand. Even I'm like if you told me like, hey, define irony, it's like, well, it's like
that's true.
Something is contradictory to the expected outcome, but in a way that's kind of like poetic, sort of.
Yeah,
like, that's about as close as I can come.
It's like an accident that upsets a natural expectation in a way that's either funny or relevant to that expectation. I don't know how. You're right. Irony is a tough.
It's a tough fucking concept. It's not easy.
But you either know what it is or you don't. And I think that at one point Alanis didn't.
Oxford Languages, irony. The expression of one's meaning by using language that would normally signifies the opposite, typically for humorous or emphatic effect.
I mean, I think that honestly,
that's linguistic irony.
Right, that's linguistic irony. I think we were better at defining general irony because I've read the definition. That you have to understand it like by experiencing it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like there's
I definitely agree.
There's certain pockets of it that until you've experienced it and know what to call it, like a lot of people, everybody experiences irony. Every human being alive experiences it, but until you know what to label it, you probably think it's something else. You know what I mean? You don't get irony till you get irony. I was the same way, and fucking dude, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that like when that song came out and I was in middle school or whatever I was in, I think I was in middle school when that song came out, that I knew that those things weren't ironic. I was like, yeah, it's totally ironic when it rains on your wedding day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
You know what? I mean, the fact of the matter is the song is cool. I like the song.
It's a good song.
Yeah, can't take that from it.
But this is ironic. For sure. So that's how we got on the subject. Despite doctors' determination, Spokane mom doesn't believe COVID killed her daughter. This is not ironic. This is just stupid.
Don't you think?
Don't you think? And isn't it moronic? Don't you think? Still not as bad. Still not as bad as the people who were dying themselves of COVID and like with their final breath, they're like, I don't have COVID.
Like, oh shit.
So, Spokane, Washington, the only child to die from COVID-19 in Spokane County is a teenage girl, but her mother doesn't believe the virus is what killed her. 15-year-old Abby Watson tested positive for the virus 18 hours before she suffered multiple asthma attacks and went into cardiac arrest. She died at Sacred Heart Hospital last Friday. COVID-19 is listed on the death certificate her mother, Stacy Nichols, shared with 4 News Now. She says her daughter had several pre-existing lifelong conditions, including asthma. Nichols says her daughter felt fine on Wednesday, but collapsed later that night. She went into cardiac arrest and was brain dead by the time she got to the hospital, where she remained in a coma until her death. Nichols is convinced her daughter's lifelong conditions killed her and that the virus has become political.
Oh my God, you were so fucking... Oh, wow, this is so stupid. Oh man, why? Like, this is what scientists told people. This is what doctors told people. People with pre-existing conditions are very susceptible to dying from this disease. And simply because people did not want to take it seriously, the deaths of these people are on their fucking hands. If you and anyone that says otherwise is full of shit.
The big disconnect, as I see it, with a lot of people is this: they look at that 2% kill rate and they go, "I'll roll those dice," and I don't blame them. That's like even like 2% is scary in a mass population, but as a single person, like a lot of people have asked me, like, Paul, why have you been so hardcore about COVID? I go out and blah, I'm careful, and I'm like, look, I'm not scared of getting COVID-19 because I know that the chances of me dying from it are pretty slim. Now, I do have some pre-existing conditions and shit, and that would make me more likely, but the chances are I've already had it. Like, I have fucking allergies all the time. I lived in an area that was on fire with it, and as much as I tried to fucking socially distance, I ordered shit from fucking Instacart and shit, and I had face-to-face interactions here and there as people came to the door. I went down to get things from people and shit. It happened. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so it's like, I may have already had this shit, but here's what I don't want to do. Here's what scares me, not getting it. Being patient one in a chain that ends up in someone's grandma dying 10 years before she would have. Or somebody's mom dying because she has cystic fibrosis, but she would have lived another 15, 20 years. Like, I don't want to be the cause of that. And so I'm trying to be careful so that I don't spread this shit around so that somebody gets it and that already has a fucking pre-existing condition and dies from it.
I want to read this quote. This is from the mother here. She wasn't a child that died of COVID. And that's the point, is like the health department thinks they are cool. And they can just say stuff like that. She had pre-existing conditions, problems, and who's to say she really had COVID?
They can scientifically test for these things. They can test for the antigens and the antibodies that your body generates if you're fighting COVID-19.
I can't believe the willingness of this person to use her daughter's death as a political chip in exactly the wrong direction.
I know.
And just learn like the stubborn obstinance of just learning nothing from your own fucking child's death and then immediately politicizing it to lead to more children's deaths. You fucking cunt.
I've got some crow to eat, I guess.
What a fucking wretch. What a piece of goddamn shit. What? I'm sorry.
I've got some crow to eat because I've been saying forever now that some people are so stupid that it's going to take somebody close to them dying before they take it seriously. And there are people stupider still. There are people that have their daughter drop dead of it right in front of their eyes and go, it wasn't COVID. Like, what was it then, bitch? What took your young ass daughter out then, you dumb fucking whatever, dude?
Or pre-existing conditions.
Just so stupid.
Could that be it? Oh no, it was the pre-existing conditions. Like, why do you think those were exacerbated? What do you think could have caused that to happen?
Yeah, what do you think exacerbated those? Why do you think she croaked now during a pandemic? Like, whatever.
I'm convinced that
a disease that is presented as having horrible inflammatory effects, and then she has multiple asthma attacks with inflation of your fucking airways, the air pathways in your lungs. I don't get it, man. It's like, I don't know. It's just ignorance.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how you fucking save a society that's stupid.
You don't, with that one,
honestly,
dude.
You don't like honestly the anti-maskers and Republicans are going to end up getting their way, and it's going to cost about, I don't know, 10 million lives, 15 million lives.
Well, that's why talking about locking down states doesn't make any sense. Unless you're going to do a national lockdown, it doesn't matter.
It has to be national, but that means that we would have to have national legislation that would pay people's fucking bills for them while the lockdown went on, and we don't want to do that because we want rich fucks to keep getting richer. On all the wealth of this place can't pay people for 2 months so we can save ourselves from the pandemic. So,
yep, fuck them.
Like, the Republicans are going to end up getting their way. Here's what's going to happen: the vaccine will come out. About half 30% of the population won't take it for whatever reason, due to poverty, inaccessibility, or just obstinance. And we'll go straight on through to herd immunity, basically, where every once in a while this will flare up and kill somebody's grandmama. And people will be like, another COVID-19 death spurks fears of another outbreak as people are urged to go get vaccinated if they haven't been. It'll just be like measles, mumps, rubella, and any number of other fucking diseases that were pretty much eradicated, especially from the United States and North America in general. And then anti-vaxxers happened. And then all of a sudden now people's kids that are vaccinated are coming down with the mumps. Let me tell you something about it. You may have never looked up the mumps, but just listen to the name of it. The mumps. You don't want the mumps. You don't want your child to get the motherfucking mumps, bro. It's horrible. So that's the thing, is like, you can't fucking, like, here's why you remember back in the day you used to tell people, TJ, Paul's a little more authoritarian.
Yeah.
And at first I bristled at that, but eventually I just kind of sucked it up and admitted it, because I agree at a certain level when it comes to societal protection, those people need to have their civil liberties reassessed, be held down, and injected with the goddamn vaccine. And then they can run around and talk about, oh shit, my freedoms. But then we're all, you know what I mean? Because it's not worth, your freedom ends where my fucking front door begins. That's where I've always been in America. I don't know if you're the same way, TJ. Like, your freedom ends where my front door begins. If you're bringing the mumps to my front door or COVID-19, I don't want, you're not coming in.
Listen, you might like this story then. People who refuse to wear a mask could be arrested in Boise, Idaho. When I read this story, my only thought was like, good.
Yeah, I too.
Like, fuck you. Yeah, I'm glad.
Bare minimum.
I was talking the other day about how they need to just send a team of COVID people out, like, get the names of people that aren't masking up and shit and aren't vaccinating, and just send out like the darts they have in the movies that put the animals to sleep, but it's just the COVID vax, Just start. All right. Target identified. All right. I've got a clear shot. Alpha Team, you're clear to fire at will. Oh, no, he's a mad one. Oh, yeah, he looks angry. He's flipping off all around him. He doesn't know where it came from. Successful vaccination. I'm going to go ahead and go dark on this one. You know what I mean? It's like that. Well, that's what we need. Just hunt these dumb fucks in the country they live in. Get them vaccinated. Get their children vaccinated. Trust me, what happens to them will be way less fucking traumatic than getting the mumps.
You know what we got to do is we got to fucking convince Alex Jones to start selling the vaccine, but call it like, Mega Force or some shit. And be like, you don't want the government tracking what you're doing, use Mega Force.
Yeah.
Don't do it, man.
Don't get
tricking.
Still unvaccinated.
Spoonful of sugar.
Yeah, still unvaccinated. Stay that way with Megaforce. Block their tracking agent.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, it's just a fucking vaccine. Like, fucking government can't trick me.
Megaforce, bro.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. Dude! I bet for enough money, Alex Jones would shill it himself.
Oh my god, yeah, he would.
Dude, Alex Jones would 100% shill that shit himself.
That motherfucker ain't got no goddamn principles. He fucking don't give a shit.
No. Well, what happened to people in Boise today? They're just going to get arrested, or they can be arrested.
I don't know. It's just, let's see. Boise Mayor Lauren McLean announced the new public health order on Thursday, which instructs police to ticket or arrest people who refuse to wear masks and refuse to leave local businesses when asked. Businesses can temporarily lose their business license if they pose a clear and immediate threat because staffers or customers aren't following mask orders. It goes into effect November 23rd. I like this rule. I've had so much. There's so much apprehension. Like that's why I say, like, if I go to like the city, which I've only done like a couple of times, but if I go to the city, it's like people take it seriously and you actually feel like I can actually do some stuff around here because there's like precautions being taken. Like I'm like anywhere around here, I'm like super paranoid about ever even fucking stepping a foot because I don't know.
If I go to a store here, it takes me way longer because I just let people go. Like because a lot of people just won't social distance. They won't wear a mask. It's like, oh, dude, I got super fucking pissed. This fucking, I was trying to buy some at the store, and this old dude was like not wearing a mask, coming right next to me. I was like, I mean, Taylor had to talk about. I wanted to fucking knock his ass out. He's like, no, dude, don't do it. I was like, motherfucker, I'm gonna fucking kill this motherfucker.
Dude, I was driving.
I impotent faggot though, and he was like, it's like, get the fuck away from me, dude. I don't want to be near you. I don't want to get fucking COVID from you. Don't wear a mask. You're stupid. Get the fuck away.
I mean, that's how you have to deal with some of these people. Like when I was out driving, the first rest stop I stopped at was in Louisiana, of course. And it's got like, I could see it from the parking spot at the rest stop. Had these big shit on the bathroom area where you can go in and get the vending and shit. No mask, no admittance. Masks 100% required, but there was nobody there enforcing it. Dude, the first thing I saw was this big fucking teenage boy that I thought, that's going to grow up to be TJ. He was like a head taller than me, gothed out, fat as fuck, and maskless, just like shuffling out of the building, like spreading his fucking COVID all over where I had to go to take a dump. You know what I mean? COVID. Yeah. And there were a couple other people running around. He was the only one I saw coming in and out, but I was just like, fuck, man. Now I got to navigate this shit, the whole road, with these people that don't take it seriously until I get to a place that's locked down. Like when I got to places that had like either regional or full lockdowns, people were adhering to that shit. They had masks on. There were people enforcing it. Shit was clean.
You're lucky now. I'm pretty sure Wyoming, especially because you're in a bunker. I mean, you have to even worry. You probably just throw all your masks away.
True.
You're not even going to see it.
Yeah, I don't even need. Nobody even knows how to get to where I'm at. So it's like, why would I need a mask?
All right. Hey, I think it's time for the plebs to leave. I'll give them one more story. North Korean gymnast defects by vaulting fences.
Damn, dude, I'm impressed. That's a fucking hell of a way to defect.
He pole vaulted it?
He pole vaulted over the fences, dude.
Man, listen, that guy deserves his freedom right there. They better make him like the next president or something over there.
Yeah, I wish there was video of it or something. I don't even want to read. I just want to let my imagination run wild on this one. I don't even want to read what the actual story is. I don't want to fucking even read one thing that might take away.
Here's what happened, dude. Under the cover of night, and I'm going to make up a name, and it's probably going to be, but I'm going to call him Sung Woo Jim, dude. Sung Woo Jim woke up in the middle of the night, right? And he'd been planning this for a year. He'd become the preeminent pole vaulter in North Korea, TJ. You don't know about Sungwoo Jim, dude?
Yeah.
You never
I know him
heard
now.
the tale of Sungwoo Jim, TJ?
I mean, it just happened. You tell me.
Listen, he woke up one night. He'd had the plan for a very long time. He had snuck a pole vault out after practice. Usually these were very carefully counted, but he had positioned himself so that he was the one responsible for the count. He knew that once the morning came, his pole vault would be missed immediately by the morning count manager, and his life would be forfeit for that. So he was all in, baby. And he got his pole vault. He tied a bunch of stuff to it, put it on the back of an oxen, you know what I mean, to hide it. Started walking down the country roads until he found a weak part of the fence. He looked at it. He'd been practicing. You remember, he became one of the most preeminent pole vaulter in North Korea, TJ.
Where pole vaulting is huge.
Yep. But then he looked and he saw 2 machine gun nests flanking the weak spot in the fence, TJ. And he thought to himself, as all freedom-seeking people do, now or never. He took a sprint. And as he was in the air, the machine gunners in those machine gun nests spotted him. But he knew exactly how to fucking be slippery in the air, TJ. And the bullets missed, and it was a crossfire, and they killed each other. The North Korean fucking guards.
Oh, no!
And Sungwoo Jim fucking ran all the way to Seoul.
Wow.
Didn't even look back. Left the pole right there, dude, sticking in the ground.
Jump
Well, here's
those
the thing.
fences, jump those mines.
Wait, no, listen. He didn't just jump fence. He didn't just jump a fence. He jumped multiple fences.
With one pole vault, dude.
Sungwoo Jim, dude. The ballad of Sungwoo Jim will be sung for ages, is what I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
good
why
for
wouldn't
him.
it?
Plebs.
Why fuck wouldn't it, dude?
Plebs. Scotty, plebs, get out. Tell plebs, get out, Scotty.
Plebs,
We gotta go.
please kindly exit to your left. There are 2 doors. You can exit from the left or you can exit from the right. Exit in an orderly manner. We do
Get the fuck
appreciate
outta
you
here.
watching. What?
Yep, get out.
Why are you so rude, TJ?
Get out.
Would you kindly leave, plebs? Kindly.
All right, they're gone.
Good.
And thank God for that.
Scotty loves it, dude.
I feel like that evil vampire in that 30 Days of Night. No,
let me
no,
just
where's your God now?
Let me just read the headline that's got Scotty rolling here. Church patriarch dies from COVID-19 after leading open casket funeral of bishop killed by the virus. So,
Oh man,
what's-
can't make it
what's
up.
funny about-
the
what's
truth,
funny about
the
that,
truth
Scotty?
is stranger
What's
than
funny about
fiction,
that?
isn't it?
Scotty, what's so funny about that? I don't see.
I
nothing
don't
funny
know,
there.
man. I don't know. Why didn't God protect them?
Yeah, you would think God would have, like, at
Is
least
God
shielded
sleepy,
him for a
man?
minute or two. So he must be saying something.
And isn't it ironic?
I just
Don't
like
you
when
think?
scammers, like, and the worst kind of scammers like this, just get their due. They fucking flout these rules. Oh, it's all make believe. It doesn't matter, even if it is real. God's calling them home. Well, I guess God had to call them home a little early.
Yeah, God called them both home, dumb shits. Because they didn't.
My beard's better than his. Look at that. Mine's better.
Oh yeah, look
I
all
don't know
this
if it's better
mask.
than his.
Oh,
We
there's
need-
one mask.
You know what we need, guys? A
What?
new national fucking alphabet organization.
Dude, you know what I
level
need?
thing.
I need that fucking crown he had.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
dope.
obviously not that one specifically because it probably has COVID on it.
I
But
mean,
like,
Yeah.
he's living it up.
a crown like that.
I'm sure you could get that shit.
Why is there what's crickets? What's going on?
I don't know. I didn't do it,
That was what the hell?
dude. We all have crickets on our board, so somebody's board is getting touched.
What's going on here, guys?
Scotty's doing it.
Oh, fucking
Piece of
Scotty.
garbage.
No, dude, we need a new like COVID task force organization, and I believe we should call it like the Everett Trues, dude. That's what we need. Just like a national organization.
So, Scotty, you know what? I keep meaning to fucking. I'm sorry, Paul. I don't mean to interrupt your bit here, but there's something I keep fucking forgetting to take up with Scotty. Are you
What
there,
is it?
Scotty? No, he walked off anyway. Fuck.
See, I told you.
Son of a bitch, dude. No, people pointed out that Scotty didn't tell this big story on the 9/11 episode about how fucking dad on the day of 9/11 was like yammering about how Dave Thomas was dead. And Dave Thomas wasn't even dead until 2003. So that's clearly a lie. So I want to fucking call Scotty out for his lie.
Oh, shit.
His lying ass, dude.
Oh, shit. Dude, wait. There was something else I wanted to do a call out about. I can't remember what it was. When I was moving, I remembered some old fucking grudge from ancient history or some old thing that somebody was wrong about. And I'm trying to remember what the fuck it was. I'm like one of those dwarves from the Warhammer universe, the grudge bearers, dude.
Yeah.
Got a book of grudges. I'm trying to think. What was it that somebody talked shit and now it's happened? Fuck. Can't remember what it was. Well, if I think of it, you'll smell my farts for a week, so no worries.
I just want to ask Guy what the fuck is going on, but he's
dude.
gone.
What's up with that memory? I mean, I guess we're stoners, but how do you conflate those two? Because Dave Thomas didn't die until like 2006 or 7 or something.
No, it was 2002, but still, he wasn't dead on 9/11.
Well, there you go.
No, I hear Scotty coming back.
Yeah, I hear him coming back, dude. You got to call him to account for this shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
This is a major fucking.
Yeah, Scotty's a lying sack of shit.
What, dude?
You're a lying sack of shit, Scotty. All right, on the
I've been here the whole
9/11
time,
episode.
dude.
Shut up. No, you haven't. On the
I've
9/11
been here the
episode.
whole fucking time, dude.
Scotty, shut up. You're being called out here,
Scotty,
Scotty.
shut up. Scotty, shut up.
On the 9/11 episode, Scotty, we asked
wasn't
you
there.
what we asked you what you were doing on 9/11. You said you were hanging out with Dad, and you said that he was talking about how Wendy's had gone to shit since Dave Thomas had died. But Dave Thomas did not die until 2002.
He did not.
You're full of
shit, dude. Hot sauce on that story there.
What really happened, Scotty? You fucking lied to us.
Dude, let me tell you something, TJ. In my defense, I was misled by you.
What?
I totally admit to it, guys. TJ told me to tell that story.
Oh,
he wanted to have a legacy with
on.
our dad. Look, TJ lied and deceived me. I believe the story was told to me by TJ. I think the record shows that. I've never lied intentionally to anyone.
The little
TJ is,
brother
in fact, a liar
defense,
here.
dude. The little brother defense.
He lied to me. He lied to me. And I believe that lie, internalized that lie because TJ misled me.
Damn.
TJ lied, people died.
Aaron Reeves, by the way, Scotty. Aaron Reeves in the chat says that your laugh sounds fake, Scotty.
Yeah, do you fake laugh, Scotty?
Was that a fake laugh, Scotty? No, Scotty's fake laugh is way faker. So no, Scotty's not fake laughing, dude. That's a real laugh. I know Scotty well enough. I know Scotty well enough to know his real laugh, and that was a real laugh. So.
No, that was not fucking fake.
Dude, that was the fakest laugh I've ever heard in my whole life.
Was
fakest goddamn laugh. No, it was a real laugh. That one was real. That one. Scotty really liked this guy's death. I mean, that's just, I don't know what to tell you.
I get accused of that too, though. People say I fake laugh a lot. Like I have like a fake laugh or whatever that I do. And I really don't. Like, well, yeah, I do. But like, you know it when I'm fake laughing because I'm doing that sarcastic, like,
I want to talk about the real fucking tragedy going on in this fucking
What's
country,
this?
Right?
Who's this? Oh, The Weeknd.
The Weeknd, man.
What happened to him?
He went off on the Grammys after he got 0 nominations.
I got to be honest with you.
0 nominations.
You should be happy.
I have to be honest. Well, yeah. He needs to take the Eminem tact of you think I give a damn about a Grammy. Half of the critics can't even stomach me, let alone stand me kind of thing. But if the Grammys has any fucking respectability anymore as an award show, which I'm assuming it probably doesn't, he probably deserved at least a Grammy. Dude is a huge artist, had huge releases this year. No, I guess not. Snubbed totally, huh?
Dude, he's not getting snubbed. If you get picked for the Grammys, come on, the Grammys suck, dude.
He's doing the Super Bowl anyway. He's got the Super Bowl show. He's gonna fucking
the Grammys, dude.
Yeah, like whatever. He's got that. Like that's a bigger.
Has anyone here?
That's
show
a bigger
of
deal than
hands.
the fucking Grammys anyway.
Has anyone actually watched a full award show in the last 15 years?
No.
Oh, wait a minute, dude. My stoned ass thought he was salty about not getting a Grammy. He's just salty because he got like not even a single nomination in any category.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
No, it's not. It's fine.
No, it isn't.
He sucks.
He should.
He's terrible.
Man, TJ, you're fucking garbage. You know that I've given you many classic things on like many classic songs, TJ. You have reaped from me. Mm-hmm. You've reaped from the well of Paul's Ego's deep musical knowledge, and I'm telling you, this dude here, right? He's talented. He's talented, got the chops.
I don't like him.
You don't like his type of music.
The Grammys remain corrupt, he tweeted. You owe me, my fans, and the industry transparency.
Whatever, dude. I'm not even a huge Weeknd fan. I don't listen to him a lot because I don't really like his music all that much. But dude, if you're gonna deny, like, the Grammys used to be about the people that sold the big albums that everybody the artists that everybody talked about all year.
Well, that at least makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's like what the Grammys are in my mind, is like which artists are the big artists that release the big release that everybody's talking about this year in each category, right? The Weeknd is at least on that list. Like, I'm not saying he should have won a Grammy necessarily, but like he should have been
in the
nominated.
conversation. Yeah, he's notable enough that like 0 nominations.
He's beyond notable enough. He's one of the most popular artists in America right now.
Paul, it's the fucking Grammys. The Grammys fucking suck. I get why he cares about it because it's an industry thing. But to be honest with you, to me, it's like a badge of honor not to get nominated for that fucking garbage.
TJ's
like,
over
I
there
give him
hating
props for that.
TJ's over there hating on the on the Weeknd, but if he was in charge of the Grammys, it would be like, and best R&B album, once again, one nominee, We Are Chaos, Marilyn Manson, and the winner is Marilyn Manson. Come on up, Marilyn Manson.
Come on, Manson, yeah.
All right, go sit down there, Marilyn.
Again, TJ.
In fact, why don't you just stay up here, because the next one is rap, and the best rap album this year, only one nominee, Marilyn Manson, We Are Chaos. Let's take a look at who wins. It's Marilyn Manson, We Are Chaos, best rap album.
Good. Congratulations. Come on down. Oh, you're already here.
Just bullshit.
And a new category this year, biggest fan of the year award. Only one nominee in this category as well. TJ Kirk has won. Oh, TJ, come on down.
He doesn't get a statue. He gets to suck Marilyn's dick here on the stage. Oh, yeah.
You got to admit. Hey, wait a minute. You got to admit that's a better fucking award show than any.
That's true. I would watch that before I'd watch The Weeknd to get a Grammy.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you that much.
So, hey, that's got to count for something, right? Suspect smiles in mugshot after shooting at Sonic Drive-In that killed 2, hospitalized 2. And it's such a pure smile, too.
Dude, like, that's why I pulled this.
I murdered all those people.
Dude, that's why I pulled this, dude.
They'll take that for fucking my order up.
I'm sitting out on my porch at the bunker, and Amelia starts cracking up the other night. And I'm like, what are you looking at? And she goes, dude, look at this guy. She brings him over. And she's like, what do you think he done? And I was like, I don't know, like robbed a vending machine or something and took all the Snickers bars. And she's like, no. She's like, he's a multiple murderer. This is his mugshot. I was like, what?
I saw that and thought the same shit. I was like, what the fuck did this guy do? Because I was going around like Twitter or some shit. And it was like, yeah, it's like, oh, this guy killed 2 people at Sonic or something. It's okay.
Four victims suffered gunshot wounds were discovered by officials at the drive-in at Sonic. 2 were pronounced dead at the scene while the other 2 were taken. So he shot 4 people and killed 2 and injured 2 others. And they're at the hospital.
Being murdered at your job at Sonic, dude. I know Sonic is not. I mean, yeah, Sonic sucks, but you don't want to be murdered there. Come on, dude. Don't kill someone at a fucking shitty job. You don't kill them at their shitty fucking job. Come on,
dude. This guy. He looks like a guy. If you go back up to it, he looks like a dude that would shoot up a Sonic, though.
Yeah, fuck up his order, man.
He probably got sick of them not putting any napkins in the bag without him having to ask, and he ordered 1 too many fucking chili cheese conies without a napkin to wipe his face.
Let's see what happened here. He was Roberto C. Silva was identified by the Omaha World Herald as a suspect following a shooting at the Sonic Drive-In restaurant in Bellevue on Saturday night. The mugshot posted by Sarpy County Jail website shows Silva, 23, with a huge grin. He was booked at 4:31 a.m. Sunday on first-degree murder and first-degree arson charges. Arrest records show authorities have not publicly identified this suspect in the Sonic shooting. Officers arrived at the restaurant in Bellevue in a little before 9:30 p.m. Saturday after receiving an initial report of a potential bomb inside a moving truck at the scene. The call was quickly updated to a report of a shooting. So this was not even during Sonic business hours. This was like some shit that went down in the Sonic parking lot at like 4 in the morning.
Fair enough. What the fuck ever, dude? Like,
There's a bomb in a U-Haul. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
What? Yeah. Why is he so pleased? Is he part of the like? I don't know, dude. Is he a boogaloo
I don't know what he's so
boy?
happy about. Maybe. He's obviously trying to make some kind of statement with it, right?
I don't know, dude. Maybe his statement was like they had
potential motive has
so
not
many
been released
times.
by authorities. Yeah, it says he was arrested at the Sonic restaurant last Wednesday on suspicion of identity theft.
I want you guys to think about this, dude. Oh, dude, you know what it was? Maybe they busted him, and it's like, this is revenge. It's like, you fucking fucked me up.
Like
now I'm
it.
gonna kill you.
Sounds like he tried to like use somebody else's credit card at the Sonic to get a big old fucking 3 chili cheese coney meal. And they were like, can I see some ID for that, sir? And he was like, I don't have any ID. And he ran away or like waddled away, right? And then they called the cops and reported him, and he got busted for credit card fraud or whatever the fuck. And he probably came back to like tell him what was what before his court date. He's like, I gotta go to jail for fucking 5 years. You are gonna burn. I wonder you will suffer. You will suffer for what you have done to me. Is that Zoidberg that just came out of
kind of Zoidberg? Johnson & Johnson ordered to pay $120 million damages in New York baby powder case.
So wait, put a little arsenic in it.
Johnson & Johnson has been ordered by a New York State judge to pay $120 million in damage to a Brooklyn woman and her husband after she blamed her cancer on asbestos exposure from using the company's baby powder.
So I guess this means this means that there's asbestos in baby powder. And is that Is that a thing?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you should probably like not use baby powder then?
Yeah, probably not.
Oh.
Justice Gerald Leibovitz of the State Supreme Court. Leibovitz of the State Supreme Court in Manhattan reduced the payout to from $325 million that a jury awarded to whatever it was, $120 million.
Yeah.
His reasoning, I actually read a little deeper. His reasoning actually made sense. It was, I'm an evil fuck who loves corporations, so I decided to give them a break for putting asbestos into their baby powder.
The judge approved the lower payout on Wednesday, court records show. It includes $50 million of compensatory damages and $105 million of punitive damages, down from original $25 million and $300 million, respectively. Don't want to go too hard on him for that. Johnson & Johnson said it will appeal the verdict, citing significant legal and evidentiary errors at the trial. Of
course, they're going to fight this for years.
Wait, hold on, Sky. Listen to these heartfelt words from Johnson & Johnson. Come on. Be respectful.
Okay.
We deeply sympathize with anyone suffering from cancer, which is why the facts are so important. We remain confident that our talc is safe, asbestos-free, and does not cause cancer. Well, I'm convinced. I'm fucking convinced.
Why they didn't do it?
Then why were they just like where? Dude, I'm so fucking confused, bro. It's like the corporation.
They're just lying.
The corporation has assured me, but there's a court case that assures me that there is asbestos in their product.
But look, Paul, listen, there was significant legal and evidentiary errors in that fucking case, dude.
But the corporation has assured me.
Yeah, significant. No, look, that trial was bogus, dude. That was a fucking rigged jury, fucking evidentiary errors all over the place.
But why did they have to pay if they were in the right?
So here's an example of an evidentiary error that happened during this trial. We didn't want people to see evidence of the asbestos we put in our baby powder, but the court allowed them to see that evidence.
Oh.
How are we supposed to win under those circumstances? Come on.
Right.
Be fair.
Yeah, I mean, that's like if there's a video of you murdering somebody, like letting that go before the jury.
Right. It's like
talk about tainting the jury.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's like, how are they how are they even conceivably going to return a not guilty verdict for me if they see a video of me murdering somebody?
Right.
So obviously you can't admit that into evidence.
Makes sense to me.
Because then, that's just too strong of a case at that point.
Yeah, she used the powder
there's real
every
problems here.
So it says she used the powder every day for 30 years. Now she has mesothelioma.
Whoops.
Wonder where that came from. Did she work on Navy ships in the 70s? You know, like, come on. You know, what the fuck is going on here?
So
They're
here's the
so
thing,
guilty,
too.
man. They're so
Well, here's
fucking
what-
guilty. It's so obvious.
Here's why they can't. I mean, they can't afford to fucking let this
Well, of course, that's
ruling stand,
the
because there's otherwise there's going to
liability.
be so many. Like Johnson & Johnson is just fucked. If these kind of judgments are going to be fucking coming in across the board, you know, there's going to be some class action shit. There's going to be all kinds of shit. Like the floodgates are open now.
Well, did you pull anything about Purdue Pharma?
I don't believe I did. No.
Well, recently, that's basically, if you don't know, the company that pushed opiates onto people and said they were
I
safe
saw that
and
story.
non-addictive, and it
But I
became
didn't know it.
dissolved. The company is basically dissolving. So, of course, $8 billion payout to people, but dissolving now into that, like, oh, we're just going to become a fund to pay out for these claims of, getting people addicted and them dying and saying it was safe, of course. But we all know that's still avoiding responsibility. All the people in that company, are any of them going to see a jail cell? I don't know. I mean, I've looked that deeply into it, but I doubt it. It's like, oh, we're going to pay $8 billion for the hundreds of thousands of people he murdered. It's okay, though. Sorry.
Yeah,
about
we're just
that.
gonna look. We're leaving this big pile of money. You peasants fight over it while we escape out the back door. Okay?
Yeah. So there's a bunch of money.
Sound good?
We lied. Sorry. Sorry, we got all those people addicted. Now they're dying from fentanyl and
All right.
shit. We're really sorry about that.
So we killed we killed millions of people, and it's really bad. And I know a lot of your lives were ruined and stuff. So here's a big pile of money. You're free to fight amongst yourselves as to who gets what, and we're just gonna be right over here on our private island where we're retiring with our golden parachute.
We see it. Yeah, we see it week in and week out. Remember that that vegan company? Like, oh yeah, no evil meat. Don't want any animals to suffer. Oh, we lied. Sorry. Oh, Amazon. Oh, don't want people to suffer. Oh, they die from coronavirus. Oh well, too bad. But every time, trust us. Why do you think Amazon has ads they put out now about how Amazon's helping small businesses and how Amazon cares about America and how these companies all give a shit? And Johnson, we're so sorry. These motherfuckers knew it when they were doing it. It's like the fucking beginning of fucking Fight Club. They basically just do it. There's a formula. Is it fucking more costly to defend the lawsuits or to make the profits? And usually the profits win out. Oh, we're going to get a bunch of people addicted. Who cares? We'll become billionaires.
Well, here's
Same
what
thing
they
with
say
this.
right here. Leibovitz wrote that the jurors could find that Johnson & Johnson was for many years knowingly deceitful about or willfully blind to potential health risks of its talc products, in part to maintain market share and profits.
Oops.
Translation: your life did not matter to them. They would willingly sell you poison. They don't care. So, oh, yeah, sorry. Economos be praised. Economos for life. Economos for all. If 1,000 must die, let 1,000 die. If 1,000,000 must die, let 1,000,000 die.
All
If
right.
the whole world must die,
All right. You know
let
what?
them die.
What if
You know
all
what?
must die?
I'll put this out to the plebs too. Art contest. Draw me Economos. Go forth and depict Economos, and the best one will get, I don't know, $100.
Economos
Damn.
cannot be depicted, TJ. He must only
will
be
be depicted.
fed. You know the rules.
Ah, the great schism.
You know the rules of Economos.
I'm iffy. I'm iffy, dude. I'll be in the middle on this one. Paul's against it. No,
I'm
against
no
it.
sort of depiction
$100
is allowed.
Send them to my Twitter in my DMs. I'll fucking look at them.
And I'll give anyone who sends it a lava bug.
Kirby Morrow, Dragon Ball Z's Goku voice actor, dies at 47.
Fuck!
Kirby died?
Fuck, dude, are you
Kir-
serious?
The guy that the little pink thing that eats everything died?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah,
No,
Kirby's
this is
dead,
the
man.
fucking Dragon Ball Z Goku voice actor, Paul.
Goku. What the fuck,
Kirby
dude?
Morrow, man. Moment of silence, man. 47. I think I said 74 on accident. Actor Kirby Morrow.
Wait a minute,
passed
Goku
away.
died?
Yeah, Goku
Goku's
dead.
dead, dude.
No,
Goku
because he'll come back in season fucking 92.
Goku dead.
No,
Go
he'll be
use the
back.
Dragon Balls and bring him back, man.
Dead.
Don't
He'll be
worry
back.
about it, guys.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
He's dead.
Goku can't die.
Yeah.
He
He's
can
dead.
only-
Look at him.
Dude,
Look how
Goku.
dead he is.
Nah, dude. What? How's he's so young? How'd he
Poor
die?
Goku. It doesn't. It says no details.
Doesn't say.
47?
That's
Drug
very young,
overdose.
man. Oh, do you think that, dude? Think Goku went out on the needle?
Drug overdose.
Some fentanyl.
47 years old.
Goku can't die.
Died of old age, Paul. Died of old age. 47.
The Canadian dub. There's
Suburban
anime
Milwaukee
people
police officer. Oh,
there's anime people in our chat arguing about which dub he did and shit, and why it's not sad that he died because he was shitty because he did.
Oh, he was the bad dub. Okay.
Yeah, the bad dub.
Okay.
He wasn't the good Goku. He was a shitty Goku. He fucking sucked, and I'm glad he's dead.
Yeah.
He ruined Goku. There's only one
Goku
true
sucks.
Goku,
I'm
and that's
glad he's roasted in
Nagahari
hell right
Matsumura.
now. Fuck him. I hope
I hope he
fucking
burns
eats
in
shit
hell for ruining Goku.
I hope he's in the rough part of hell too. Not even the pleasant part.
Suburban Milwaukee police officer who has killed 3 people since 2015, set to resign.
Not even resigning. Set to.
Sad to
Just
see him
"All
go,
right,
man."
around to it.
He sounds like he's doing his job great. Like, isn't that what cops are supposed to do? Just kill people
in
indiscriminately?
the department they call him the de-escalator.
Yeah, of course.
Because, situations no longer escalate once you kill the perp. So.
And he gets to resign, too. I love that shit.
I will be resigning.
I'll resign from my job as judge, jury, and executioner of the streets of Milwaukee. And that'll be that.
Joseph Mensa, a Wauwatosa, Wisconsin police officer. Wauwatosa, I don't know. Police officer who has been suspended from the department since this summer is being allowed to resign at the end of this month, city officials announced. Mensa has been suspended from the suburban Milwaukee Police Department since July 15th. He has shot and killed 3 people in the line of duty since 2015, according to multiple reports, including a black teenager outside a shopping mall in February. All right, I'm going to have to pronounce this, I guess. Wauwatosa Common Council announced it entered a separation agreement on Tuesday with Mensa, the Wauwatosa Police Officers Association, and the City Police Department. The resignation is effective November 30th. Now is the time for all of us to come together and heal. Wauwatosa Mayor Dennis McBride said.
Wauwatosa is an Indian word, and
I'm sure it is.
The S-A at the end make a sh. So it's Wauwatosa.
Shah.
TJ.
Wauwatosa.
Why don't you
It's
educate yourself a little bit
Wauwatosa.
about the regions that you're going to cover on your show, TJ, or leave us out of your news?
I don't fucking know, man.
Because any
That
news,
cop-
any news,
You don't know shit.
any news
Someone said
reporter
that
worth
cop
their
killed
salt.
more than the smiling guy. Yeah, the smiling guy from our other story. This cop's killed more.
Well,
a more
that
efficient
we know
hero.
of.
Yeah, that we know of.
That's
yeah.
that smiling guy might be fat for another reason. If you,
You know what?
Know.
Whatever,
Yeah.
guys. You guys like the movie Judge Dredd, I'm pretty sure. You guys like that, huh? Dredd. You've seen that, right,
yeah,
Paul?
yeah. I like it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, sometimes you got to take the law into your own hands. That fucking movie and that character proves it, man. So sometimes criminals are doing criminal shit and you got to make a judgment.
Both the movie and the comic book and the remake, all depict such a fucking wonderful society that I would love to live in. It's definitely.
Well, I mean, Paul, we don't get to be choosy with the society we live in. We live in
This
what
is
we
true.
live in.
I guess
you
that's
know,
true.
You get fucking, maybe a little bit nerfed Judge Dredd. There you go.
He's out there, he's protecting, and he's serving, man.
He's out there in Wauwatosa, dude.
I'm Paul. Someone kicks in your door. What are you gonna do, Paul?
By the
Someone
way,
kicks in your door. What are you gonna do?
You might have said it right. I don't think it's actually Sha. I was just
Okay.
You know what it is.
I just wanted to. I did my best at I did my best at an annoying Midwesterner. That's what I was going for.
Illinois man 81 uses antique walking stick to beat thieves. Take
I'll
that,
tell
you
you
fucking
that-
thieves!
I'll tell you what I did. I walked up to them thieves and I beat them about the head. I gave clout about the ears with my walking stick here.
An 81-year-old former Marine from suburban Chicago used his grandfather's
makes sense.
antique Irish walking stick to chase off 3 burglars and deliver one a thump in the head for his trouble.
Dude, it's a shillelagh.
Dan and Barbara Donovan told the Pioneer Press newspaper group that a man in a reflective vest and mask knocked on the door in Niles on November 4th and said he was a utility worker who needed to check their fuse box due to a recent fire in the area. Barbara Donovan said while they were in the basement with the man who was looking at their electric panel, she heard squeaking floorboards upstairs and realized something wasn't right. I yelled, "Danny, somebody's in our bedroom," she said. She bound up the stairs, followed by her husband and the so-called utility worker. When the couple reached the main floor, they found 2 other men inside, one holding a pillowcase from their bedroom. Dan Donovan began trying to chase the 3 men from their house, and when he grabbed his grandfather's shillelagh, an antique Irish walking stick propped in the corner of the couple's dining room.
Yeah, dude.
You never
I was trying to
leave
find
home.
some kind of persuasive weaponry, he said. So I
Yeah,
picked up
it's
the
true.
Irish. I'll let you fucking. You should just read this line here, Paul, since you love shillelagh, saying shillelagh so much.
So I picked up the Irish shillelagh. And that turned out to be the equalizer because I managed to chase them out of the house directly. When faced with a shillelagh, most men run in fear, TJ.
I know I would. I guess he struck the man with the pillowcase in the back of the head with a stick. The man held onto the
Damn.
pillowcase as he followed his 2 cohorts outside. But Donovan, who was barefoot, followed using the shillelagh to deliver blows to the windshield and rear window of the men's SUV before they fled.
Damn.
Dude, this would be a cool scene in a fucking movie or something. Like, these guys sound like fucking idiots. I love it.
Would you like check your fuse box because of a fire? Come on in. They expect
look,
this old dudes
dude,
to lay down.
Read the little quote from the little old man at the last. Dude, look
Yeah,
how
let's hear it,
fucking
hear
wholesome he
Hopefully
is.
they got nothing more than a headache, and hopefully they pursue another occupation, he said.
What a wholesome old man, dude. He hopes that they're fine and that they just find something better to do with their lives, dude. He's not salty about having to whoop them with a shillelagh. That's what he
Gotta do
keeps
what
a
you gotta
fucking
do.
shillelagh for, dude. That's why you have a shillelagh. Dude, I'm getting a fucking shillelagh.
Yeah.
How do you get a fucking real bona fide shillelagh, dude?
I mean, just type in.
shit, I
I'm
don't
sure you could
know.
fucking find one. Let's see.
You gotta get one directly from Ireland. there,
Yeah, I
Paul.
want this guy's shillelagh though. So we gotta bust into his house and be prepared.
That's not a good idea, man.
No,
Willing to
seriously.
defend that shit.
What if
you
we-
know?
what-
You'll have
if
to
we
take the
brought like
shillelagh
a-
from his cold dead hands, Paul. You want it?
What if we brought like a riot shield and like riot gear, and we were like, we're here for the shillelagh, old man. Give us the shillelagh and we'll leave.
He's gonna crack you on the fucking skull, Paul. Paul's gonna be like, oh shit! You're gonna slip and fall. Boom, boom, boom.
Let me tell you something. In the paper, rock, scissors of life, shillelagh beats riot gear. It's just the facts.
You're probably
true.
right. You're probably right, dude. Dude, I want a shillelagh in the worst way now. I
Let's
need.
see, I mean-
I need to find a shillelagh to protect myself with.
Paul, what a conversation piece. Paul, what's that? Oh, that's just my shillelagh. Don't you have one?
Dude, I'm gonna whoop somebody's fucking ass with a shillelagh if I ever get the chance, dude. I'm getting one. I'm getting one.
I'm looking at shillelaghs online here. You mean Etsy has some pretty good ones.
Like I want like a nice carved oak, shillelagh, straight from Ireland, from an Irish tree, carved by an old master shillelagh maker. I don't want no fucking Amazon shillelagh, TJ.
I said Etsy, dude.
I don't
Most
want to
of
go. I
them
don't want no Etsy shillelagh.
Ireland.
I want to go. I want to find out who the preeminent Irish shillelagh is, and I'm gonna go straight to that man and have a shillelagh carved right from
It sounds
me.
like you're just making this overcomplicated because you don't actually want to buy a shillelagh.
No,
Paul.
I want the shillelagh. I just want an actual shillelagh and not Amazon piece of shit shillelagh, TJ.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
like
yeah.
somebody's like, oh, how are we gonna make money during the pandemic? I don't know. Got that tree out back. We can cut that down and carve a bunch of like shillelaghs. I don't know.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's the
mean?
hot ticket item of the summer.
Yeah, that'll.
I'm telling you, the shillelagh market is fucking hot right now, you know? I got a fucking scam for you. chop down that tree in the yard, make us some fucking shillelaghs.
Dude.
We'll move them lickety split, selling like hotcakes out there.
Yeah, dude, I want my fucking
The
shillelagh.
shillelagh craze is in full swing, boys.
I want my shillelagh carved from the old oak tree that Saint Patty himself planted upon the land when he fucking claimed it as
Only that shillelagh would be good enough for you, Paul.
home to
Only that one, dude.
home to the father of all leprechauns. And it has to be shellacked by the Blarney Stone, if you see what I'm saying. It has to be rubbed up and down multiple times, then walked around in the wilderness of actual Ireland, and then the shillelagh will be delivered to me wrapped in a cloth made from the hair of an old Irish woman out in the country. And that'll be that, TJ. And you'll have a shitty Amazon shillelagh. It'll probably be plastic. You'll get it and you'll fucking laugh. The first dude you try and beat with it, it'll break. And my shillelagh will be deadly as fuck, TJ. Like that old man shillelagh. I'm
enough,
getting
dude.
that motherfucker, dude. I'm
So,
getting it.
as we all know, Alex Trebek fucking died this year. Sucky thing. Champion Ken Jennings apparently is going to be the first interim Jeopardy host, which I think is kind of a neat idea.
He's a good choice, but I just don't think it's gonna work out, dude. Because he's kind of
He's an interim host. He's not trying to replace him.
Okay,
Like,
I missed the
they're gonna
interim.
do
basically to buy
him
them
and a
more
series.
time so that they can like kind of figure this shit out.
They're gonna go the guest host route, I guess, for a while.
That's a good idea,
Yeah.
probably.
That kind of like it kind of numbs the thing. And plus, if one of the guest hosts were, it's kind of like a way that you can test hosts.
What if they
too,
got
you know?
Will Ferrell but had him do his famous fucking Alex Trebek?
So, dude, I'm not
yeah.
even gonna lie to you. That should happen. It'll never happen, but it should happen.
I mean, you got to imagine that Will Ferrell would probably snap that up if they offered it to him.
They said by bringing a familiar guest host for the foreseeable future, our goal is to create a sense of community and continuity for our viewers. So basically, they're saying he's a guest host, but they might be trying to just kind of like shoehorn him in as like permanent fucking replacement, honestly, and just saying that so that people aren't too judgmental about it. Because that's kind of, it takes like the sting out a little if you're just, well, he's an interim host, you know?
Of course.
So I think that's what's really going on here. So, but if he's awkward as fuck and everyone hates him, they'll just be like, well, he was just an interim host anyway. Next interim host.
It
know?
seems very non-committal for sure. It's like we have to see how this goes. I see what you're saying.
They should get Will Ferrell to do his Alex Trebek, and then have the contestants always be fucking Norm Macdonald doing his what'd you call it? Fucking, why am I brain farting on his name? Norm Macdonald would do Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, that's right. You do Burt Reynolds, and who would do Sean Connery? There was a few people that did.
I don't
Sean
remember
Connery.
the dude's name, but there was one dude that was the best at Sean Connery, and I think he's still alive. So they get him, and then like a comedic guest, and just make it a comedy show from now on.
Yeah, like Jeopardy is no longer a real trivia show; it is now a comedy show.
Because like people are too stupid to learn from Jeopardy anymore. Anyway, we may as well give it up. Like it's not going to be the same after Alex is gone. So just
yield to the idiocracy already.
Yeah, just make it like a weekly or fucking even daily during the week SNL skit that never ends.
A new permanent category of that show should just be farts.
The
And
good
you have to
thing
try to
is-
identify who the person farting is.
The cool thing about Jeopardy is, even though most of us are too stupid to actually fucking really get much out of it, it's still entertaining.
Speak for yourself, TJ.
And it really
Speak for
doesn't.
yourself.
Dude, you know what I always love is when they have some fucking irrelevant pop culture category on Jeopardy, and I'm like, ooh, I might actually know something in this category, and then I'm like, yeah, I fucking knew everything in that category.
You know what sucks is when that happens and you miss all the questions.
I've never had that happen. Usually, if
You
it's
never
something
had
I feel like
I've definitely had that
if it's
happen.
something if I
I'm
feel
like,
like I know, I mean, I'll be like, yeah. But
they'll
then
be
like it'd be
European
like,
geography, and I'll be like, I got this, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know any of these countries. Fuck.
Yeah,
and then it's like
some of
you know,
them I did.
Every answer will be the next number in a Fibonacci sequence based on the calendar. It's like, I don't know about that, but
Dude,
you know,
I watched a bunch of Jeopardy recently.
sitcoms of the 90s. Like, hell yeah, I might know something of that.
Sometimes I'll think I'll know it though, and I'll just it'll completely like blank me out. Like maybe I'll know one thing in it. Like it'll be like music from the 90s. And I'm like, blowout. And I'll get like one right. And it's like one of the early ones. But like there are some shows, dude, where I was like, if I was playing, I think I would have won. Like I wasn't keeping score, but I knew a bunch.
I've watched episodes of Jeopardy where I felt like that. And I've watched episodes of Jeopardy where I was like, I would have fucking not answered a single goddamn question. This entire fucking thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I
1890s English literature, and you're like, shit,
I can tell you,
I don't know anything. Of that.
Pretty much any one of those ones where they get cute and like the answers like has to start with some like where you have to do some fucking variable equation to even like, okay, well then this means okay. I would not. Every one of those, I'd just be like, I'm not even gonna ring the fucking buzzer. There's no fucking way. I'm not gonna put all that together quick enough to be like, yeah, Lake Titicaca, you know.
I mean, who would blame you?
Work. Your answer, my answer wasn't even in the form of a question, so I'd be totally fucked.
Yeah.
What is Lake Titicaca?
What is
sorry,
Lake
TJ.
Titicaca? I do a long pause. Lake Titty.
Caca.
Yes. Anyway, some people are saying they should deep fake Alex Trebek too, so you can always do that.
I could do that.
I said that. What do you mean some people?
You said it. I didn't see. I didn't
Dude,
hear,
I
well,
said
I saw
it when
some
he
people in the
died.
chat saying it.
People have said.
Okay, fuck people in the chat.
People
I
have
said
said
that shit
deep
weeks
fake 'em.
ago.
Well, I never heard you say it. I heard them say it. So
I
whatever.
called for that shit weeks ago. I was like, who said more words than
Paul,
fucking...
Quit trying to steal from the chat.
I invented the t-shirt. I invented the t-shirt.
Quit trying to steal from the chat.
t-shirt. I invented
No,
the
you didn't.
t-shirt.
Everyone knows who invented the t-shirt.
I
Paul, it
invented
was
the
not you.
t-shirt and the facial and porn on the internet, TJ, and you can kiss my ass if you fucking disbelieve me.
Netflix officials booked an MP over temple kiss scene in Mira Nair's A Suitable Boy. Sorry, what's happening here? Let me try to read that again.
There's okay, yeah. Okay, I read this one before. I think this is
Netflix
one of the ones
officials
I
booked
picked.
an MP over temple kiss scene in Mira Nair's A Suitable. So something.
So there's a
offended-
so there's
So they got arrested or
yes.
something?
There's a Hindu and a Muslim. The people pictured here are one of them is a Hindu, the woman is a Hindu, and the man is a Muslim.
Oh
Okay.
shit! Okay,
And
so this
that's
is
like
India.
not fucking allowed at all. And so like they actually put somebody in jail over allowing this to get through the censorship board because it was shown briefly in Netflix in
You know what, man?
India, and then like a big
Gotta do what
fucking
you gotta
deal got
do.
made out of it. Yeah, you ain't supposed to show no fucking Muslim kissing on a fucking Hindu over here either, right?
No, that's banned, dude. Come on.
You can't even do that on
Don't
American TV yet, so I don't know what the fuck Netflix was thinking about with this shit.
I think we're fucking running a risk even showing the fucking still
I mean,
image
I
of
saw
Oh,
a
yeah.
woman on live PD the other day running down the street with a raccoon halfway hanging out her ass. But I ain't ready to see a Muslim kiss no Hindu yet.
Oh God.
No, sir.
We ain't got there
No,
yet.
sirree.
We ain't there yet. I'm sorry.
I'm not ready for it.
Progress
I'm not
takes
ready.
time. That's why it's called
Guys, we've-
progress. You got to progress. You get me?
We've covered a lot of stuff on this show that's sickening, but that was, guys, never show a story like that again, please.
Texas judge will plead guilty to violating his own stay-at-home order.
Fuck, dude. Come on. Are you fucking what?
This is just
A
like
Texas judge will
is just-
plead guilty and pay a fine for violating his own stay-at-home order earlier
Whoops,
this
I
spring.
violated my order.
Williamson County Judge Bill Gravel was caught on camera by a neighbor attending his grandson's birthday party in April, according to the newspaper. A criminal complaint alleged that the judge violated his own order by having an off-duty sheriff drive him to a fire department to get protective equipment to wear to the party. Along with the complaint, the incident also investigated by the Texas Rangers, and a special prosecutor was appointed to handle the allegations. Gravel's lawyer, Bill Hines, argued that the Texas Rangers have cleared the judge of any wrongdoing and that he is the only person prosecuted in relation to the order in the county. However, Gravel will pay a $1,000 fine. Williamson County officials announced, this sounds like these people were just ready to pounce on this guy. Like if he stepped one toe out of line, like they're just waiting.
Yeah, but I got to be
In
honest with
any
you,
minute
though.
now, he's going to be a hypocrite because like no one else is even charged. Like I guarantee other people were violating this shit.
Oh, of course they were, but you know he's gonna get watched at. He's got to know, like if you're the guy that signed this order in Texas, they're gonna be watching you like a fucking hawk.
waiting for you to hypocrite.
Right. And
Just
you
waiting
did.
for it.
And he did.
Well, not only that, when you have demonstrable proof of something, he can't deny it. He's caught on video violating the order. There's witnesses to him doing it. So there has to be some sort of legal, we got, slap on the wrist.
But this is why COVID is huge still, because the vast majority of people go on and mask up and shit and are being safe enough. But here's what they think in the background. They think like, I'm going to continue being around people that I know really well, though, because it don't apply to me. You know what I mean? And they don't keep their circle small enough, and then they get fucking sick as fuck. And then their whole circle gets fucking sick as fuck. It's just like, people have got to start taking it seriously. So if you're the judge that told people stay at home, you can't go to your grandson's fucking birthday. He shouldn't be having a birthday party in the first fucking place.
No.
Like,
just pull a Trump and deny it. Yeah, I mean, like, this judge needs to realize this in a post-truth world. Be like, just look at the video, like, deep fake. You know, just like, fuck you, deep fake. Anyone can make that now. Clifford the Big Red Dog is definitely big and a horrifying shade of red in Paramount's first look
I don't
video.
want to see it. I don't want to see it, dude. Don't make me watch
On
this.
the Wednesday ahead of Thanksgiving, Paramount Pictures shared the first look at the title hound in the upcoming feature film Clifford the Big Red Dog, but we're definitely not giving thanks for the visual monstrosity of the monster size and usually lovable pooch. We can't quite put our paw on what we hate about this CGI animation, but for starters, that fur color.
You know what, Paul? Did you love Clifford, dude? Everything you love, Paul.
I mean, you can tell by his reaction.
The 80s will be destroyed.
I
Dude,
loved
you know what, Paul? The
Clifford.
80s are hot now. Everything from the 80s they can destroy and fuck with, Paul. They're gonna do it.
I
They
loved
should.
Clifford, and this is going to be even worse than I think it's going to be, isn't it?
Full screen it.
Hold
Paul,
on, I'm
full
thinking of.
screen.
Oh yeah, I've got it full screened already. Trust me.
Okay, dope.
I don't know, dude.
This holiday season, we're thankful for the pets whose love got us through the year. But next year, get ready to love
No. Ew. What? No. That's hideous. It's horrifying. No. 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 And no.
Clifford looks like a demon, dude.
Ah!
Demon. Dude, welcome to hell.
The fuck is that? Get that out of my no. Bad boy.
Bad dog.
Oh my god. All right. Well, the dog is kind of cute, but like the idea of that being fucking big enough to pick you up in its mouth and eat you is a little perturbing to me. Like a puppy that sized would be fucking. No, dude. Clifford is supposed to, like, he has a very, like, can you pull up a picture of Clifford, TJ, from the books? Like, he has a very specific look. He's not just a big red Labrador. I know he is in the book, but like, he has a look. And this ain't
He's more
it.
cartoonish. So his face makes more sense. Like, they're trying to give him like real dog eyes.
Well, they're doing what
seems
they
like
did to Lady and the Tramp. Am I wrong? Where they took all of the cartoon expressiveness
don't
out
know
of
how to
it.
do it.
I think you're right, but I only saw that briefly. Like, I've only seen like maybe 10, 20 minutes of that movie.
I remember
Trying to
watching
find
we watched the fucking
ideal Clifford picture here.
thing here, the fucking
I
whatever
see what
preview trailer shit.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, dude, Clifford, man. Clifford the Big Red Dog, TJ.
I'm looking at different pictures. I wanted to find an ideal fucking picture to fucking
Right.
show.
Look at him.
That's Clifford, dude.
That's fucking Clifford. This hairy beast monstrosity fucking CGI nonsense monster is not Clifford.
No.
That
No.
ain't fucking Clifford.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, dude, this ain't no fucking Clifford at all. He eats you? No, don't lick me, you big freak.
Soulless, dude. Soulless eyes.
No, man, no, that ain't Clifford right there. That's like fucking Cerberus missing 2 heads or some shit. I don't know what that is. That's Clifford. Take
Everything.
notes, movie producer guy that did the CGI for this. That's what Clifford looks like. Just make the people have that in it and then put it like a CGI that. Make him look cool and like Clifford.
So here is an ex-Proud Boy talking about being in the Proud Boys.
They're afraid to say what's on their mind for fear of getting into a fight. But if they have that guy or that group behind them, they're more bold in saying what they think because they think someone has their back. The Proud Boys are the vehicle.
Did I almost wore my beard braided on this show? Like, I'm gonna see if my beard's probably long enough to braid. And I did it for a second, and I looked at it. I'm like, nope. And now seeing this guy, I'm super glad I didn't do it. So,
yeah, it usually looks pretty fucking dorky.
Proud Boys.
Yeah, it looked really bad. It looked even worse for me because like it just made like the hair on these like on my sides like poof out.
It's
really
okay
cool
if
pattern
it poofs
design.
out though with the braided beard.
I think it has to be kind of long. You know
It's
what
got
I
to be
mean?
longer though. Yeah, when you're like belly length, you can braid your beard up and it'll look dope. Mine will never get there, dude. I've got the mine grows out, not down. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna get more and more framed by my beard. But you, sir, have the potential for a wizard's beard, TJ. I have a Santa beard.
The vehicle that attracts those people and accepts them in.
Russell Schultz spent about a year and a half as a Proud Boy near Portland. He didn't hold a title, but he was at a lot of political protests and had a big presence online. He says he quit, but the Proud Boys say he was kicked out in May 2019. Russell's a witness to what it's like inside the far-right group.
He was kicked out in 2019. You think he was kicked out or he quit? I guess it really doesn't matter.
He was revealed for the Jew
my
lover
son
that he
would want to
is and
join
kicked
it.
out.
Yeah.
Too much like a nationwide criminal gang is where they're heading towards. They don't want any part of that.
This is for Proud Boys and only Proud Boys. We need more political activists on the right side. More, not less.
Russell grew up around Portland. He's Jewish and told us he voted for Obama twice before voting for
Wait,
Trump.
what?
Donald Trump is bullheaded.
Fucking Jewish.
He's Jewish? How'd he get
Well, no
in the
wonder he was kicked out.
He's probably kicked out. Somebody read his last name and was like, get out of here, Goyim.
Schultz, huh? Get out.
He's determined and he takes a lot of criticism, but he keeps fighting on. I like his political policies. I got involved in doing the activism stuff because of Trump supporters getting attacked, and I wanted to stand up to that and say, that's not what we're doing.
What
That's
about
the
the Trump
proper face.
supporters that attacked people? Because there was a lot of
That is
that
the
went on
proper
too.
face for this moment. This chick's face is like,
She's like, what?
What?
eh?
Oh, what?
And say, that's not what we do in America.
But you weren't just a Trump supporter, like you got involved with the Proud Boys. How did that happen?
Okay, wait a minute.
holding
Now I'm
up
starting to
free speech
think that
rally
this
in Portland.
interviewer might just be high, which is totally
She
cool.
does. Dude, she sounds high
Can we
as
hear
fuck.
that sentence again? Because
Yeah,
I'm
that
high
was-
as fuck right now,
Dude,
and I got
let me tell you
vibes.
something. Let me tell you something. That chick was high.
Let's hear that
listen-
again.
Yeah,
Let's
silence.
listen purely to that.
But you weren't just a Trump supporter, like you got involved with the Proud Boys. How did that happen?
We're holding up.
She's
She's
high
definitely
off her
high, dude.
fucking ass, bro.
Real
Congrats
high,
to
dude.
her. Dude, I
Like,
love
you
that
got
the
involved
news
with
is
the
starting to
Proud
employ
Boys.
stoners, man. Hey, maybe I'll get on CNN next. Like, what do you think, though, about, like, the Proud Boys and, like, you know, like, the racism and stuff, you know? What's about, because aren't they, like, racist or whatnot? Hail Economos, or, you know, like, I'll be cool. I'll read the
Send Plot
lines.
immediately to talk
Yeah.
to people
CNN,
he's
if
wildly
you are looking
underqualified to talk to.
If you were
I mean,
looking,
they're in a weed legal state, you know.
if you were
He's free to
looking
be
for
high.
stoners, my commitment to the truth can be bought for a cool $2 million a year contract. I'm just letting you know right now out the gate. $2 million a year.
Some dude just said, "So what if she's high?" Like, no, we're saying it's good.
We're saying it's good, you dip.
Yeah, I like it.
I've been
I'm
sitting
down
here
for it.
fucking all three of us have been getting high all goddamn show, dumbass. We're saying it's awesome that she's
Yeah, like-
high.
No, fuck that, man. She needs to be stone cold sober while she fucking interviews this former Proud Boy.
I dig it.
I'm pretty
She's
sure he only
high.
got kicked out when
Fucking
someone
tight.
finally learned this dude's last name. I really think you
Please
guys are
speak her
onto
out.
it. Because
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, most people, you don't know their last name. It's probably like, yeah, so yeah, my last name
I
is this.
think-
Like, oh, it's Schultz.
We're talking about Proud Boys, so for like, they probably like, yeah, Schultz, man, come here, Schultz. Blah, 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 blah. One day, someone's like,
Wait a minute, isn't
Wait a
Schultz
minute.
like, couldn't he
It's
be
not like-
Jewish? I think it's like
Schultz,
German or
like-
Jewish, possibly. Should we look into it? Nah, Proud Boy.
"Wait a minute." There's a Jew.
What, hold up. Let's ask the High Council. What do you think, Ira Goldenstein? No, we should let him do whatever he wants, you know? Dude, Ira Goldenstein's the proudest of the Proud Boys. These dumb fucks. I wouldn't put it, dude, I wouldn't put it past them. These dumb shits.
You know, they're super
And
dumb.
all of a sudden, fights are breaking out all over the place, and here come marching across a field these guys.
What's
Dude,
Antifa, dude?
Hey, you know, this dude kind of looks like John Malkovich a little.
He does, really, like a young John Malkovich-esque. He doesn't
Yeah,
sound
yeah,
anything
it's-
like him, though.
No, it doesn't sound a fucking thing like John Malkovich. Looks like John Malkovich. A little bit.
Across a field, these guys in black and yellow striped polos, and to me, it just looked like something from a Braveheart movie or something. It was kind of cool. And then
What?
Was it, though?
It looks nothing like Braveheart. It's like the Scottish warriors coming down from the fucking hills. They have fucking spears and like scythes and just whatever they can fucking fashion into a weapon. Like coming to fight the fucking superior British fucking army. You know, what the fuck, dude? Like, you see the psychology. It's like they think they're like these badasses, like when really it's just some big old fat dude with his beer belly down a tactical vest that's 2 sizes too small. Like, fucking Antifa. Like, they're buffoons.
I like
Do they
those,
really
like
think
those
they look
two,
like William Wallace holding his fucking sword up in battle.
like those two idiots that fucking were standing out in front of their fucking houses with guns and shit.
Forget the runner that's been photoshopped in. I didn't realize he was there, but I mean, just like
whatever, it's fine. That's
I
them.
mean, this guy is them.
Yeah.
That might be them. The rest of this, no, not so much.
No, not so much. Even that runner's probably better.
Yeah, I don't know. You're probably right.
they
Dude,
asked me to join. And
Stoned,
I thought about it for a minute.
the stoned lady. I'm gonna laugh every time I see her. I'm just letting you know, dude.
It's all good.
I want to invite her over to smoke and just chill and talk about how she got her news job and stuff.
I wear a goofy little shirt and look like we're a bowling team.
The Proud Boys were founded in 2016 and are known more for street fights than for their vague ideology. They celebrated when President Trump mentioned them in a presidential debate.
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. But I'll tell you what, somebody's got to do something.
Stand back and stand by, dude. What a repudiation, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The ultimate repudiation.
totally taken
Stand
out of
back,
context.
Stand
Yeah.
back. Stand by.
Oh, dude, they were blowing Trump after that. They're like, yes, Trump. Oh my God.
Trump
Dude.
acknowledged us. Our master has acknowledged us.
Did you guys
Master's
hear?
giving me a pat.
Did you guys hear that dude that's possibly real? I mean, I guess it's possible he was a Poe or whatever, but they called into Rush Limbaugh and was like,
Oh yeah, I gotta pull that.
I saw Kyle covering it, so just
Yeah,
get
yeah,
Kyle's
yeah.
video.
Me too.
He won't
If
care.
nothing else, I can find it there. No, he won't.
Well,
give a shit. I mean,
plays the relevant parts of it and shit, and that's what we need. Like, and then he talks about
Yeah.
it. Kyle's always a good source. That's where I saw it. I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, "What?"
Let's steal from Kyle Kalinske.
And it's
yeah,
time for
dude.
our
Let's
favorite
steal his
segment
shit.
here. Let's steal from Kyle Kalinske.
What is he up to? That's a good idea. Let's steal it.
Yeah. This is
No,
this
I mean
is a better
he's,
clip anyway.
he's not the first person to cover this
No,
shit.
of course.
And he won't be the last either. This is fucking kind of like sad. You guys remember? Okay, hold on. Let me set this clip up really quick before you play
no
it.
problem.
To Rush Limbaugh.
You
Yeah.
find the starting point or whatever. Okay. So you might not remember this, but do you guys remember that old ass video of that fat dude? He was in the stands and he got his chance to talk to some old wrestlers. And he was like,
Yeah.
I just want to thank y'all for what you done to your Maudis. It's real to me, damn it. You remember that guy? You remember that shit?
Yes. Yes.
This is that level, but instead of like, I believe wrestling's real, it's like, I'm ready to fucking die for this fucking Trump and Rush Limbaugh. I'm ready to take my gun and shoot it. Like, listen to this shit. It's eerie as fuck.
Wow.
Play it, TJ. Roll that beautiful bean footage unless you got something to say.
I have nothing to say about it. I just want to say, let's let it go.
All right.
Let's let it go.
It's great to be here. I'm going to try to hold myself together, not get emotional here, but I want to harken back to your statement about George.
I guess I'm just trying to like steel myself against this because this is really these kind of clips. I find them funny, but I also find them really uncomfortable.
I'm going to be
When someone's
watching
getting-
you for dimples. I'm going to see how you take this one.
when someone's super emotional about something that doesn't warrant it at all, it gets a little weird. But
well, because
anyway,
and like I don't want to steal it more from Kyle, but right here at the start, one of the things he brings up that I totally fucking agree with when he talks about this video is like it kind of makes you wonder like how many more of these dudes are out there, and how many of them, you know what I mean?
And about the Trump voter.
Yeah.
And they should be very afraid, very afraid. Trump and you are all we have left, Rush. We've spent our lives voting for these people because they're not them. And we just can't do it anymore. We're tired of being stabbed in the back, Rush. It's better to have an enemy that's in front of you than a friend that's behind you that's just going to stab you. They do it every time. We have a Republican-controlled state, and they won't do an audit of the vote. They won't. They just basically told every Georgian that they don't care. We were in Washington on Saturday. Me and my 33-year-old son, we saw more people than we've ever seen in our lifetime, ever. And we're season ticket holders for the Ravens, for God's sakes. I've been in crowds of 80,000 people. I've been to...
And we're season ticket holders for the Ravens, for God's sake.
Damn, dude.
This
What
has
has
been
a shared delusion. A shared delusion at this
Yeah.
point.
Rush, you and Trump are all
You talking about that? These MAGA gatherings, none of them have broken 10,000 people. They're a joke.
It's mass hysteria, dude. It's mass hysteria that he's talking that we're seeing unfold, and like I think it's like a combination of like COVID pressure that's been put on people, either losing their jobs or having their hours cut or being forced to stay at home in some cases or whatever the case may be, coupled with this like red mirage thing that happened on election night where it looked like Trump had it all fucking sewn up pretty much when we went to bed. And then we woke up and found that fucking Biden had flipped a bunch of states because the ballots came in really strong for Biden in those areas.
Well, I remember we pointed out that night too. It's like, because we're like, oh shit, the Wisconsin Trump. Then we saw like, oh, no absentee votes are in. And we
I was talking about like for the MAGA voter. It's like I guarantee you, we were probably up. We were probably up later from the perspective of a fucking MAGA voter when we went to bed. Trump had it sewed up.
Dude, you know, actually, what I actually heard someone talk about this in a fucking store. He's like, the guy was like, I can't believe this stuff because like it was right after the election. He's like, you know, I went to bed, Trump, and everything was good. Then overnight, just, you know, suddenly a Democrat won. I mean, kind of funny how that happened, huh? And the guy's like, yeah, you know, like, so a lot of people, this makes total sense to them. They went, you're right, they went to bed and it was Trump and they woke up and somehow Biden won.
There was so many people sounding the alarm bells that like, this is what's going to happen, you guys. Like, there's a pretty strong chance of something like this happening. Like Kyle was sounding it. Paul was sounding it. The mainstream press was sounding it. Like lots of people were going through like, hey, there's going to be this scenario. And
that's why Trump attacked mail-in votes for 6 months. He was attacked for 6 months before. He's like,
he made it pretty clear. Like he telegraphed that he was going to fucking use this tact for a long time. So, but you know, a lot of people still just like naively going right in like, oh, that is weird. What's up with that, huh? That's very curious. They stole the election from us, pieces of shit.
And all these lawsuits that have been resolved.
And plus, they all, like a lot of these people too, they live in this echo chamber where everyone around them loves Trump. And they just don't even understand that there's like a lot of people out there that don't like Trump.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
For goodness sakes. I have never seen so many people, but were there any Republicans there? No. None. None.
9.
But
wait. What? There were no What was this thing that you went to?
A week ago Saturday in Washington, D.C., the mega rally. There must have been hundreds of thousands.
Okay, it's a MAGA rally, and there were, you mean no elected Republicans? Is that what you mean?
There's about 10,000 people there, by most estimates.
No, dude, this guy's Ravens.
Hundreds of thousands.
As all suffering people who are crying on the phone about, nothing works. As all of those kind of people have season tickets to the Ravens.
I just want to thank you. I just want to thank you, Rush.
And he's been to the Ravens game. Listen, he's been to a Ravens game, Scotty. And you know how many people go to a Ravens game?
Oh, yeah, a lot of people.
3 million.
150 billion people there, at least, every fucking night.
At least.
for the Ravens. So he saw those kind of. So he knows what a crowd looks like. But I'll tell you what, the MAGA rally even bigger. 50 trillion people. 50 trillion. 100
Every person
trillion.
alive attended.
Fuck that. More than the population of the earth attended. There was fucking alien civilizations coming to that MAGA rally, dude.
I'm telling you though, there was enough people at that MAGA rally to be concerned if they're like this guy.
That's true. Imagine that.
Leadership, quote unquote. If this were a Democrat rally, they would all be there. They were there for the anti-Tea Party movement, walking hand in hand.
So he's talking about like how Democrats did a better job the last time one of these movements sprung up in supporting it and or being against it than the Republicans did, because at the MAGA rally there was no Mitch McConnell, there was no Rand Paul, there was no, you know what I mean? So he's lamenting the fact that the rank and file Republicans seem to have fucking kind of cut fucking Trump off like a phantom limb.
Republican politicians are in a pretty weird position right now because they have to, on one hand, they know Trump's lost, so they can't like really attach their hitch to that fucking like that's going down into the fucking depths of the ocean. But he's got a huge fan base that loves him, so they can't be like, "Fuck you, Trump! You're a lying piece of degenerate shit.
Dude,
fuck you, bitch."
You're forgetting one principle. If a politician can get by and it's the best route for them to just say nothing about it, they're in the fucking catbird seat, dude.
Right. Well, that's exactly why you don't see him come to these rallies or anything.
Trump ain't getting no fucking support from these people because the transition already started. Like, people have given up on this, dude. You know what really was the death knell of this? That big old glob of fucking Just for Men gel that came dripping down Giuliani's face at that press conference. That was when most Republicans went, nope, all right, we're done. This is over.
Man.
2 days later, Trump's whatever it is, the GSA said, yeah, you can start transitioning, Biden. It's cool. You can start making your stuff happen.
And now there's buildbackbetter.gov.
It has not stopped Trump's fundraising efforts. I'm on his text message list, man, and all the time. I can get a free fucking count every vote shirt. They're still peddling that to the fan base, but privately, it's like, okay, we lost. It's over.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, like,
sorry.
As soon as the motherfucker's out, it's be like raising money for 2024. Everybody, Trump's coming back in 2024.
We need more for 2024.
Time to steal democracy back from these fucking thieving ass Democrats. You know what I mean? Anyway, we gotta listen.
Yeah, let's hear this guy fucking really melt
crazy.
down.
Let's just go to the let's just go to the end of the clip.
No one stands for us, Rush. Only you and Donald Trump. God forbid. What do we have left? I love my president.
Season tickets to the Ravens.
I am not a revolutionary, Rush, but I will die for my president. This man has given more to this country than anybody, and he has no need to. None. He's a billionaire. He doesn't need this.
That's exactly right.
Yep. Exactly.
Once again, Kyle always cuts back to himself with a very appropriate face.
Yeah, let's see the Kyle.
I'm always watching for the cut moment because Kyle's good at making that cut moment happen, dude. See? Is that not the perfect? Right?
I love his demonic Rush in the back too.
Yeah, he picks great fucking like. Well, because they do it to fucking leftist. They did it to Bernie. They used to make Bernie look like a vampire. So why wouldn't they pick the worst? You know what I mean?
Of course, dude. No, I'm fine with it.
But like, no, he's great at picking the cut back from fucking watching the whole clip face, and this is exactly the face right here. It's like it's like simultaneously frightened, just bemused, kind of saddened by what he. You know what I mean? It's the perfect combo. It's everything.
I will die for my president. Listen here, everybody. I just want to say I will die for my president. I'll die for him. And then Rush just like, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
If you want to know why Kyle is successful, this right here. This is 100% of it. It doesn't matter what he says after this. Like, you could cut all that out and just have that be the reaction shot for like 3 seconds and then cut the video and Kyle would be a millionaire still. You know what I mean? This is why this is it right here. If you guys want to work on a game to compete with Kyle Kalinske, you got to get he's the Mr. Miyagi of coming back from the cut faces, dude.
Yes.
I do it sometime if you've never done it. I know TJ pays attention to it.
All right, I'll take a look. I'll start looking at the Kyle cutback. Maybe I'll do a compilation. Kyle face cutback compilation.
Because they're always appropriate and they're always different. He uses this one a lot. I'm not saying they're always different, but he always picks the right one to come back.
He knows which face to use. Says Kyle has done videos like that before, Paul.
He does the Kyle cutback reaction. Shit. Well, once again, Kyle one step ahead of everybody else.
I know, dude. What the fuck?
Penguin Random House staff
confront
publisher about new Jordan Peterson book.
Okay, what are they confronting it about?
During a tense town hall, staff cried and expressed dismay with the publishing giant's decision to publish Beyond Order 12 More Rules for Life.
I mean,
the shitty sequel.
This is the dude that just went to Russia to be put in a coma so he could get over his fucking addiction.
And not only that, but I just hate these people that showed these people that showed up to this town hall and cried and shit. Like, you were doing nothing but helping him. You are 100%. He might as well. He should be paying you at that point because you're his marketing department.
Maybe he is.
Yeah, maybe it is maybe he's fucking, I want a bunch of people to come at the town hall and cry about how fucking my book scared him and offended him.
Yeah,
I want someone to write a news story about how triggered people were by my fucking book so that more people, he triggers the libs.
Right. Guys, next time we do a meetup, let's hire some fake protesters so the news will come cover it. Be like, fuck these guys. They're evil. Satan, it's bad. Oh, no, the end of the world or some shit. Just get a couple of those guys out there. Fucking rake in the dough, guys. We're gonna be fucking billionaires.
Several Penguin Random House Canada employees confronted management about the company's decision to publish a new book by controversial Canadian psychologist Jordan Peterson at an emotional town hall Monday, and dozens more have filed anonymous complaints, according to 4 workers who spoke to Vice World News. On Monday, Penguin Random House Canada, Canada's largest book publisher and a subsidiary of Penguin Random House, announced it will be publishing Beyond Order 12 More Rules for Life by Peterson, to be released March 2021. The book will be published by Portfolio in the U.S. and Penguin Press in the U.K., both part of the Penguin Random House empire. 4 Penguin Random House Canada employees who did not want to be named due to concerns about their employment said the company held a town hall about the book Monday, during which executives defended the decision to publish Peterson, while employees cited their concern about the popular...
Exhibit A, your feelings. Exhibit B, money. Okay, now the company has 2 decisions. Yeah, so your feelings, while they do matter to us, see money. So there you go. There's money there, and we can make money, or we can listen to you whiny babies. So it's a tough decision, but we're going to go with money. Now you guys can whine and bitch and moan. For one, it's like,
even more so, you're a publishing house. You're supposed to publish controversial works by controversial authors. Why are you crying about it? Because you disagree with his ideology or whatever?
Not only that, but this is just such a fucking perfect. I mean, this is such a sales pitch for his fucking book. These people could not. I mean, if their goal was to fucking Streisand affect this book up the fucking sales charts, that's what they've succeeded at, in my opinion.
We just guerrilla advertised Beyond Order about 4 times because I just said the name of it and you read the name of it 3 times in this article.
That's what he wants.
And Vice is totally subverted now. It's a total corporate rag. It doesn't have any fucking
he's playing them and us and everyone else like a fucking cheap fiddle once again.
Like a heart from hell.
Oh, just wait till Jordan Peterson will come out and say some controversial shit right as the book's about to be released. And it'll be like,
of course
Jordan
he will.
Peterson, controversial figure, thank you. And of course, he'll be all over fucking TV and the internet getting interviewed by, he'll probably go on Joe Rogan and shit. He'll be everywhere, and his fucking book is going to do amazing.
Hey, Joe. It's me again, Jordan Peterson, and 12 more rules for your life.
What happened in Russia, man? You know, I can already fucking hear this bullshit. He comes up with he fucking spins his yarn of bullshit. Yeah, and buy the book.
Dude,
Jordan Peterson.
One of his rules for life in the book is get addicted to benzos and then fly to Russia and be put in a medically induced coma. Like, what if that's one of his rules?
Good rule.
That's rule number fucking 12. Dude.
If I find out that's the case, I might buy this book. Yeah, buy this book.
YouTube suspends OANN for a week after it posted fake COVID-19 cure. YouTube barred One American News Network from posting new videos and live streaming for 1 week after the right-leaning media organization uploaded a fake cure for the coronavirus. How do you upload what do you mean uploaded a fake cure? Like information about a fake cure?
It sounds like it was written by somebody's grandma. They uploaded it to the interwebs.
YouTube also demonetized the organization's channel, meaning you can't make money from YouTube ads. Tuesday's move marked YouTube's largest crackdown against OANN. YouTube on Tuesday barred One America News Network from posting new videos and live streaming for 1 week. After
I just want to point out,
organization faked. Yeah, this is the same. I read this paragraph already.
I want to point out that we were demonetized long before the truly fake news network of OANN ever was, or even considered.
We were demonetized for the fucking horrible sin of reading the news to people and laughing about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're bad.
Can't do it, man.
So apparently, yeah, YouTube reviewed it, said repeated violations of our COVID-19 misinformation policy and other channel monetized policies. We've suspended their channel from YouTube, blah, blah, blah.
Yank their whole fucking channel. Get it over with. They're just going to be, they're obviously like fucking disgusting pieces of shit over there. Get rid of them. They're like a vestige of the Trump organ that's going to have to be cut off because the blood supply is being cut off to whatever that little is left of that limb. And OANN is just his little fucking another stunning legal victory for Donald Trump as another case gets dismissed. Giuliani says this wave of dismissals will lead to ultimate victory when Captain Marvel shows up and proves that, or
I love this shit where they're I've heard these Trump people be like, they're not just because they're not showing the real evidence yet.
It's like, what?
They're holding the real evidence back. Yeah,
they're holding that in the back pocket. No. They're waiting for it.
Yeah, because they want it to be a surprise when they get to the Supreme Court. Then that's when they show the real fucking check it out, Supreme Court. Here's the real evidence that we've been sitting on the whole time. And they're like, whoa.
I heard Giuliani.
People living in such a fucking fantasy. It's not even fucking funny.
During the infamous oil grease breakdown that happened, I was sitting there listening to that early in the morning and was like, what the fuck is going on? Giuliani was like, he was like, listen, I do a poor Giuliani because everybody does. I'm not rotten to the core of my fucking being like he is, but he says, listen. He said, all of you asking about evidence. That's all we hear. Evidence. That's not how it works. Your evidence is presented in the court of law. And then people would start going, why don't you just present the evidence? Why don't you give us the evidence now? Listen, you don't just run around willy-nilly with your evidence and letting it be tried in the court of public opinion. Drip. Oil drips. You know what I mean? And everybody in the audience is shouting the same basic thing in a different sentence, like, why the fuck not? Why wouldn't you? If you've got evidence that this happened, let us know. And it was just such a cavalcade of nonsense that, like, this is over. It's over now. Like, the nail is in the coffin. Trump may have to be dragged out of the Oval Office, which is just a cherry on the top of the sundae for 2020 for me. As long as
he won't be dragged.
As long as TJ's aliens don't show up, I'm happy with that ending. But
there's a simple formula if you want to understand a Trump victory. So let's say Joe Biden got roughly 80 million votes, right? Trump got 73 million. So you subtract 8 million votes. So you do the math. Okay, now Trump has more votes than Biden. Trump, if you count all legal votes, is the winner. There you go.
As long as we can all agree that if the aliens do show up, I have to be treated as a fucking prophet of things to come from now on. And that's just how it is.
If the aliens do show up, you're going to be dead, TJ, along with the rest of us.
If the aliens show up, TJ, me and Paul keep you around for a while, then we murder you, and then we split off to have our own little, basically our holy war.
We got to eat him first, but we got to kill him and not let him enjoy knowing that he's going to be eaten, because that would please TJ.
Well, you're already telling me now, so.
Well, just know that, like, one day when it all goes down, it's going to be like, you know how they do it to the cows with that air gun where it's like, poof, and it's over? You're going to be just sitting there like by the fire eating a toasted marshmallow s'more or something. And Scotty, it'll probably be Scotty because I'm too fat to be sneaky. So Scotty will sneak up behind you with that fucking air gun from No Country for Old Men and you're dead, dude.
Damn.
You won't even know.
Oh, well.
You'll fall right in the fire pit, too.
This note recognizes me as TJ's true successor.
San
Signing
Francisco.
his own hand.
San Francisco officer is charged with on-duty homicide. The DA says it's a first. So, cop being charged with killing someone in the line of duty with homicide. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
A former San Francisco police officer was charged with homicide Monday in connection with a 2017 on-duty shooting. The city's district attorney said in a news release he believes it's the first time a city law enforcement officer has been charged with an on-duty homicide.
Sign of progress, possibly?
Maybe. Former San Francisco officer Chris Samayoa, I don't know, is charged with fatally shooting 42-year-old Keita O'Neill, a black man suspected of carjacking a California state lottery minivan, according to the news release. Samoya has been charged with involuntary manslaughter, assault with a semi-automatic firearm, assault by a police officer, and discharge of a firearm with gross negligence, the release
Damn.
said. CNN has reached out to an attorney. Let's see. What actually happened in the fucking car? Is this
Body
like
camera
body
footage
cam
of the shooting was released by the police. I don't know if it's linked in this article. Probably not because it's CNN.
O'Neill did not have a weapon, the release said, although Samoya did turn on his body camera, did not turn his body camera on until after the shooting, the release said. Yeah. So.
What the fuck, bro?
The camera still captured the shooting because of the automatic buffering system. Oops. O'Neill's death was ruled a homicide. Body camera footage of the shooting was released, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It sounds like pretty cut and dry if they have the body cam. It says him and another officer followed O'Neill for a few blocks before he reached a dead-end street where the news release says O'Neill jumped out of the vehicle and began to run on foot. Samoya, who was sitting in the passenger seat, is charged with fatally shooting O'Neill through the passenger side window of the patrol vehicle. So basically, he's just like the dude jumped out of the car and started running, and then the cop just shot him.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And there's there's body. So,
and he tried to turn off his camera, but I guess there was a buffering sequence, and so it still caught the shooting.
What the fuck, dude? Number one, as we've already discussed, he should not have the ability to do that. Period.
No.
And number two, the evidence clearly shows this. Why is it taking 3 years for something to happen?
That shows he knew he was about to do something fucked up because he's like, oh, I gotta turn this off.
That's why the police need to be split into different type. This whole like old patrolman walking the streets shooting willy-nilly shit needs to be over. Patrolmen need to be unarmed. If they see a crime that can be fucking halted without a firearm, they need to halt it. If they see a crime that's ongoing that needs firearms, they call the special unit that has firearms that comes. And they respond, and they have training to not shoot up civilians and shit, and to only take shots when it's absolutely necessary. And they take over. You see what I mean? There's no division of labor now. It's just like this flat-foot fucking beat cop is out on the streets and sees this crime go down and responds to it and just fucking just shoots a dude in the back as he's running away. Like he's fucking Sylvester Stallone with a fucking weird futuristic helmet on or something shit like, you've been found guilty. You know what I mean? Like, fuck this shit. And this goes on like over and over again. How many stories like this? Black men
Paul,
being killed in the streets by cops. And here's one of the first ones to be charged with murder, right? Is he convicted? Or is he just charged?
Just charged right now.
And guys,
well,
this
it'll be
is
a
3
fucking
years
miracle.
old. This is fucking 3 years old. And they had body cam footage because the guy tried to conceal it and failed.
That's just the justice system for you, though. It's slow as a fucking shit.
Even though it's constitutionally supposed to be fast.
Right.
Georgia's Republican Secretary of State says he was thrown under the bus by Trump.
What did you think was going to happen, dipshit? Did you think, like, sidling up to that oily, fucking greasy orange piece of fucking fat dumpling McDonald's munching shit was going to be like, oh, I'm going to have your back forever, or what? Like, you didn't read the writing on the wall? You thought he was just scamming us, huh? Oh, so sad for you, dipshit. Cry me a river of tears, you dumb fucking dupe.
In a USA Today op-ed published Wednesday, Georgia's Republican Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger
is better.
Raffensperger
claimed he was thrown under the bus by President Donald Trump when he wouldn't help to declare Republicans the winners of the election they lost in the state. In the article, Raffensperger commented that the state of Georgia for conducting a wildly successful and smooth election, and said the feat is worthy of celebration, even among people whose preferred presidential candidate lost. For those wondering, mine lost, Raffensperger said, referencing Trump. My family voted for him, donated to him, and are now being thrown under the bus by him. Last week, Raffensperger alleged Republicans, Senator Lindsey Graham, and other members of his party urged him to unlawfully disqualify ballots cast in Georgia, a state President-elect Joe Biden won by thousands of votes. Following Trump's lead, Graham, Georgia Republican Senator Kelly Loeffler, and David Perdue, and other conservatives throughout the county have pushed absurd conspiracy theories about voting irregularities in the state, including a theory alleging Georgia's voting machines were engineered to disenfranchise Trump voters. Since election day, Raffensperger has become a pariah among conservatives for his refusal to hand Republicans victories in races they lost. That's because he's been bought and sold by the fucking deep state.
Wow, dude. Can you guys believe that? He wouldn't just lie and give them, lie and just give them the victories. So what the fuck?
There's going to be a lot of
trash him.
There's going to be a lot of these salty op-eds from people that supported Trump as he slowly but surely reveals that he never cared about any of them and doesn't have any loyalty to the people that supported him or legitimized him.
They hated him before.
Right.
Go back, go back and watch 2015.
If he was a true Trump supporter, Scotty, if he was a true Trump supporter, he'd have cheated for Trump. Come on.
Dude, if you go back to 2015, Lindsey Graham and all these other people talking about Trump were fucking throwing his ass under the bus. They fucking hated Trump. Trump's dog shit. The minute he assumed power, Ted Cruz and all those people, oh, we love Trump. And as Trump fucking, if Trump fades away, if that's the route that goes, they'll be shitting on him again. They don't give a fuck about him. If the minute he becomes more of a liability, that's when that happens. And right now, it's more of a liability to attack Trump.
If Trump lives long enough, then that's when all his old friends will reaccept him and stuff, and they'll make him like, oh. If he fades from the Republican popularity, then the liberals will reform him and be like, President Trump not so bad. And then when the next Republican's in office, if Trump's still around, if he's still alive and kicking, they'll bring Trump out to be like, when I was president, it was a controversial time, but this new Republican is so bad. Because this is with all the shit they did with Bush. Bush was the Antichrist, and now he's out there like, back in my day, we did sensible politics, unlike this Trump fella, It's like, man, it's just the fucking cycle of. I mean, Trump's luckily so old that I can't even see him living long enough for that to him to be really used that way. But
you say that now, but it's those old, disgusting, decrepit fucks that live forever, and that's the truth.
And Dick Cheney's still alive, for fuck's sake.
Right?
Dude, Trump
He's got
90,
like a pig's
dude.
heart or a baboon heart now, or some shit. Like Dick Cheney's not more machine than man, but he still lives. You know what I mean? Fucking, like, I'm telling you, being a dark, disgusting, dirty, filthy, gross bastard. Like, I find out all the time that people that I thought were dead are still alive and shit. Like old ass fucking bankers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're all still alive somewhere in a cave underneath the world plotting the takeover.
What do you mean plotting, Paul?
Well, they have to like fully come out and make the Disneyverse happen before the takeover is truly. They have to control every aspect.
I mean, but the plan is well underway.
I can still beat off whenever I want. I'm not on a schedule that anybody else decides. That's too much goddamn freedom. I can't be trusted with that.
Like Alan Greenspan, he's still alive.
Yeah, Alan Greenspan is still alive. The dude that fucked us all through the late 80s and all through the 90s, right?
Like, doesn't it just seem like it should be true that Alan Greenspan is dead now? I mean, he was born in 1926, for fuck's sake. He hasn't been in public office, I don't even know, for a decade or more.
It's their pituitary gland diet, TJ. You eat pituitary glands of the little babies.
Freshly born.
You just it basically confers that energy and power onto you, and you just live longer.
The motherfucker retired in 2006.
The babe must be born naturally before its pituitary gland can be taken, and it must be taken within 8 minutes of its birth.
You must be eating a lot of those too. Is Larry King? That motherfucker's still alive.
Oh yeah, because he's an evil old fuck piece of shit. Oh, he always had a fucking friendly hand for every fucking fascist that he's ever fucking interviewed. He always had a fucking like he can't hide behind this. I'm just here to do the interview. It's fuck him. He softballed fucking George W. Bush when he had him on, warmongering piece of fucking power usurping King George shit that he was. Had the chance in front of 1 million fucking people, and all of the United States would have seen it if he had the balls. And he puff pieced him. What's the hardest thing about your presidency, Mr. Bush? What do you think the hardest decision that you've made is? Well, thank you very much. It was great that you asked that. When I go down to the ranch, whether or not I come back on a Tuesday or Wednesday. No, I'm just kidding. It was like, fuck you, Larry King.
On the ranch. It's like, come on, dude.
And this was at a time when American soldiers were stepping on their own fucking minds and shit because the ineptitude was fucking enormous in the command structure because nobody was prepared. They literally bought the line from Dick Cheney and some of the generals that like, we'll be, do you remember how he said it too? I believe we'll be, with his fucking weird ass, like I've had 8 strokes already mouth. I believe we'll be greeted as liberators. You know what I mean? And everybody was like, oh yeah. The military went down there like, wait, we liberate. You remember? They tore down the statue with the tank and everybody beat it with their shoes and we were like, fucking.
Yeah, fuck you, boy.
We win.
And then like,
yeah. Mission accomplished, dude.
Man.
A month later, there were fucking like 600 dead American troops, IEDs, and a new fractured state that we had no idea what we'd unleashed, or at least we didn't as normal civilians. They had every idea the type of bullshit they were unleashing because the plan was always to stay forever. That's why I laugh when even a candidate says like, my first order of office will be to bring the truth. Maybe Bernie would have done it. Maybe. But I don't think Tulsi's going to do it. I don't think any of these fucking people that say that they're going to do it are going to do it. I don't think Biden's going to do it.
I got spared any sort of reality check. I got spared any sort of reality check there might have been, where it's like Bernie won. Yeah, he's in. This is my cabinet. This is full of lobbyists, because they know the Washington scene better than the other people. And I was like, oh shit, duped again.
Wait a minute.
I got Obama again.
People are DNC qualified candidates, and they're gonna do a great job for America. You're like, oh shit, TJ.
Oh man, not again. Happened to me again.
We can't pass my radical policies, but we're gonna give 3 more people health care by a lottery. It's like, dude, it's not gonna pass fucking Congress, TJ. You know that shit.
Trump has pardoned Michael Flynn for lying to the FBI during the Russia investigation. Flynn admitting to lying to investigators about his contacts with the Russian ambassador before Trump took office. The president announced the pardon over Twitter. Of course, he always announces everything over Twitter, doesn't he?
Oh, dude, look for all of these people that got gavelled up in this investigation. I think there were like 25 people, right? That were either indicted or imprisoned or whatever the fuck.
Quite a few, yeah. I don't know if it was that number.
It was a lot of fucking people. And look for, all of them to kind of quietly be pardoned out in the last days. I would say pardon Roger Stone, but he already did that.
It's my great honor to announce that General Michael T. Flynn has been granted a full pardon. Congratulations, General Flynn and his wonderful family. I know you will now have a truly fantastic Thanksgiving.
Well, there you go.
He's free. He's free. He can do whatever he wants now.
Dude, is he going to pardon the Tiger King? That's what I want to know. Is he going to get Joe Exotic out of jail? That's what the world needs to know, TJ.
Dude, if Trump doesn't do that, then he's not even Trump.
He doesn't even have balls in his sack anymore if he doesn't pardon the fucking Tiger King.
Because, I would do that.
I think the Tiger King should be in jail. He's a horrible fucking mistreater of animals.
But you know what? I would do it just for the meme value of it.
I would pardon him with like a condition that he never own a fucking exotic pet again. If he ever does, he goes to jail for life.
You put a condition on a pardon.
I think you can. I think conditional pardon is a thing. Look it up. It sounds like a legal term. It sounds legal enough for me to buy it. I think I've heard it on Law and Order SVU.
Conditional pardon? I don't know if I've ever heard that. Maybe.
Conditional
pardon. I don't want to say it's not possible.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's possible.
Let's see. Conditional pardon, U.S. legal. Okay. A pardon is an exclusive order vacating a conviction. A pardon can be full or partial, absolute or conditional. A pardon is conditional when its effectiveness depends on fulfillment of a condition by the offender. So
There
yeah,
you
you can
go.
do that.
There you
See,
go, Paul. Good
I
job,
like-
man.
I didn't know if that was true at the federal level, but I knew it was true at the state level, and in
go.
some states. So I guess
Yeah,
it's
I don't know.
true.
I don't know if it's true for a presidential pardon. But
So Trump,
The
do a
presidential
conditional
pardon. Here's another fact for you: the presidential pardon is actually the most powerful pardon on the planet.
sure.
It cannot be usurped. It cannot be fucking challenged. It's unconditional if the president says it is. It's conditional if the president says it is. It is what it's the most powerful pardon on the planet. If Trump wanted to pardon Joe Exotic and say you can never own a fucking cat again, but you're free, he could do it.
So does that mean like any president could just pardon like everybody? Just be like everybody's pardoned. All crime.
In theory, yes, because they can pardon anybody that they want and it's at their purview. But in actual practice, I don't think it would be allowed. It would probably be stopped by the powers that be.
Yeah, okay.
Like he'd end up dead or something. It would be a very stupid thing to do. But yeah, no, a president could go through and look at all these why didn't Obama do this? Look at all of these what's that fucking organization that takes people that are clearly
the Innocence Project, right?
The Innocence Project, right? And there's still tons of people that they're fighting to get out of jail right now, tons, and they've got evidence. They've got exculpatory evidence or whatever they call it that exonerates them after the fact, but they're just trying to get in front of a fucking judge that'll allow it or hear it or whatever the fuck.
You know, with a pardon, though, you have to admit guilt.
So another thing too is people are telling me in the chat that the president can only pardon people who have federal charges. They can't pardon.
Yeah, correct.
State convicts.
If you have
That's true.
The governor of that state would have to pardon you as well.
But the federal prison system houses how many inmates?
Let's see.
I don't know.
That's got to be a number. It's got to be in like over 1 million inmates in the federal system, because a lot of people are bumped from state to federal depending on the charges and shit.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's who prosecutes you. If the state prosecutes you, then it's like state prison. If it's the feds, then it's federal prison.
Right.
And obviously, there's local shit as well.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, what percentage of federal prisoners are locked? Okay, nope.
What percentage
I'm
of
having,
prisoners?
I'm having trouble
federal
finding a
prison?
particular statistic.
Oh, you're garbage, TJ. Can't do anything right. I
Federal
can't find
prisons
it.
only have 10%
I'm up right
of the,
now, TJ.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat said that federal prisons only have 10% of the criminals in
I
the
learned that
U.S.
sociology class last year. So that's it. So you know what? Trump should pardon that 10% then.
But what if there's
Pardon
like
that 10%.
that also includes like people that have like murdered multiple people and raped multiple women and
Pardon
like
them. Let them go.
What if one of them lives in your neighborhood and does horrible things to your wife?
Well, Wikipedia the show. Wikipedia says 6%.
You know, you always roll them dice, Paul.
No, you
What if
don't.
an
You
astro-
keep
what
those
if an
people in
asteroid hits
prison.
the Earth?
Like
Nah,
commute,
let them go.
commute
Let 'em
all
go.
the stupid weed and drug sentences and keep the violent psychopaths locked up where they should be, because they, the knife
All of them.
lickers don't
Every
belong
single
out
one.
among us.
You know
dude.
what, Paul? They should have the reverse
them out
pardon.
there.
They should have the reverse pardon. Fucking Trump should reverse pardon Paul, put his ass in prison with all the crazy people.
For what?
Then, Paul, for running your mouth, dude. You run
I
your
ain't
mouth too
said
much
shit.
to Trump.
Roll them
You
dice.
said
You
a
know
lot of
what?
mean things to Trump. You're getting reverse pardoned.
All right, here's what
You're
we do.
fucking going to prison, Paul.
All right, look, I have a solution to this. I have a solution. Okay, so when we
What's your
pardon the
fucking
crazy,
solution?
we pardon the crazy psychos like the Boston bomber and shit. Before they're let out, we tell them, listen, we're letting you out because we have faith that this time you're going to do better. And you clasp a fatherly hand on their shoulders, like, don't let us down. Don't let us down. Then send them out. In the world. You know what? I
They
bet you
compete in
practically
gladiatorial games for amusement.
practically none of them will kill again. Practically none of them. Maybe a few. Maybe a handful.
Don't lock Paul up. No.
Lock Paul up, dude.
No.
Reverse pardon.
Reverse pardon
These
Paul.
reverse pardon idea is a hit, dude.
Reverse fucking pardon, dude.
I don't like
You're like-
it.
I'm not
I
angry
like it,
anymore. I'm
dude.
just disappointed. Yeah, let's
Trump
let's see
just
how
like, you know what, Paul? You talked a lot of shit about me. Prison. And it's like,
We're gonna
oh
do
shit,
this
how
live.
long?
I
Then
didn't
Paul- then
know.
Paul- Then Trump spins a wheel behind him. Oh, Paul, you get 7 years in federal prison.
we're gonna do this
Next.
live. We might as well talk to these people for a sec, right?
I guess if they want to. Do they even want to hear what we have to say?
They want us. They love
Do
us.
they even care anymore?
They love us, guys. Hashtag free Paul. See, there's a nice one. They want you free, Paul.
Oh, how
him.
nice. How
Free
nice
Paul.
that is.
Poor
What a
Paul.
nice thing you said. I like you.
Hello, master. Obey your master.
Obey your master. Master.
More
Mom, I'm
wool.
on TV. Look at that.
Free Willy
Free
because
Willy.
Paul fat. Fuck you, man.
All
Fuck
fat.
you, bro.
Don't say it, dude.
I'm big boned.
Away with Paul. Leave Paul alone.
Fine. You don't want me? Camera
What the
off.
fuck, dude? Oh, damn, dude.
Oh, he's
You gotta hurt
gone.
Paul's feelings.
You don't
man.
want me?
He's
Camera
gone.
off.
Paul the ball.
Away
most
with
innocent
Paul.
of all.
I'm gone.
Free
TJ,
Paul
tell
and
the
give him a
alligator story I
shillelagh.
told you. I don't remember no alligator story. I don't listen when you talk.
Dude, if you guys find like a legit shillelagh shop that you can vet that's legit, hit me up, dude. No matter what the price, I want a shillelagh.
They're on Etsy. They're not even that expensive. like
TJ,
$100.
I'm not
but you
trying to
want the
buy no
real shillelagh,
fucking.
TJ.
Listen to me, TJ.
Uh-huh.
Never in the history of mankind has a true shillelagh been sold on Etsy.com. A real shillelagh must come straight from the shores of Ireland, from the gnarled pine trees that line its northeastern coast, DJ. Everyone knows this. Every Irishman worth his salt knows this, TJ.
The pine trees on the which coast again?
The northeastern coast, TJ. Oh, you thought I made that up on the fly, did you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. I don't think
What
there's
a
pine trees.
silly
on there.
lad you are. You think I'm not from the Emerald Isle and that my people didn't come from the Emerald Isle since time began, TJ. Time began.
I mean, TJ, if you're saying Paul's lying, then provide evidence that there's not pine trees in northeastern Ireland.
I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong.
Look
think
it
you
up.
are wrong.
Look it up, you fucking fat sack of American lazy lard. Look it up. You'll find that the northeastern shores and coastal areas of Ireland have plenty of deciduous, evergreen pine type trees, as far as I'm hoping.
As far as the eye can see.
As far as I'm hoping, so that I can keep this bit going forever. Ha 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 ha!
Yeah, I'm not even looking up the trees.
Paul, I'm
Someone
looking
lied to
this
me.
up right now, and TJ, this totally checks out. I'm seeing lots of evidence.
I told
Oh
you.
shit!
What did I tell you, laddie? I told you not to.
Look
I
up
told
shillelaghs, TJ. Look
I
up
know me
shillelaghs.
shillelaghs, and I know not to even go to Etsy. Oh, TJ goes on Etsy and he's like, "Oh, I found me a shillelagh for €3. Oh, I bet it'll be a real good one." And then the first miscreant that you bonk across the head, TJ, it breaks, and he laughs in your fucking face. And then he comes to my place, right, TJ?
Yeah, then what happens?
And he's like,
Paul?
"I
What
know
happens
this
then?
guy's a friend because he finds my name over there and shit."
Right.
Oh, I know he's a friend. I'll go and rob him blind. And what happens, TJ?
And then what happens, Paul? What
I've
happens?
got a real shillelagh, don't I? And I crack him about the head and cuff him about the ears, and he runs whimpering away. Well whipped, well shillelagh'd, to live and fight another day and perhaps pick a new career, TJ. That's the way it's done.
That's the kind of shillelagh you need.
I don't know.
That's the
I mean,
way it's done,
Can you
TJ.
provide that kind of shillelagh, TJ?
I don't know. I mean,
On
this looks all
Etsy.
right.
Cheaply
Whatever.
bought.
This is an Etsy shillelagh right here. It's $236.
All right, let me watch. Let me see. That's a
That's pretty good.
fucking, that's a piece of shit fucking shillelagh. That's no shillelagh. That's what we
Fake
call an
shillelagh.
Etsy shillelagh. That price makes me want to puke me guts out.
Does it?
Oh, I know. Look at those. Oh, yeah. Those are good shillelaghs if you're going to a cosplay convention, perhaps. But I can tell those weren't carved from the gnarled and knotty pines of northeastern Ireland, like a true shillelagh would be. Local American wood was used, I bet. Read
Maybe.
about
I don't
it.
know.
Let's see what it says.
I
What kind of
handpicked
wood
all
did
my
they use?
blackthorn shillelaghs and myself, and I source them in a beautiful countryside of Colorado.
Oh, never has a shillelagh been made in County Clare. Every Irishman worth his salt knows that every good shillelagh is made in County Kerry in the nor'easter.
what
This
it is?
man is a fraud. There's never been a shillelagh stick picked in County Exposed
I thought it was from Colorado
he is for the fraud he is. He lives in Colorado. Well, they're probably not even Irish.
You're right. I think that is Ireland because they wants to be paid in euros or whatever the fuck. And I have some old Irish style fighting sticks and blackthorn cudgels, which are great walking companions. Blah 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 blah. But I guess that Paul, being the shillelagh expert that he is, says this guy's full of shit.
Look at that guy holding that
shillelagh. I'd rather grab that shillelagh, break it over me knee, and shove the fucking knob up me arse than walk with it.
So this is an open invitation for Casey Shillelaghs to come bring one of his cheap, inferior shillelaghs here, and just to
I'll tell you how I'll tell you how the competition shall go. Here is what shall happen. He'll bring his shillelagh. I'll clout him about the head with it, and if he runs away whimpering, sold. And if not, he can take his broken shillelagh with him back to fucking Colorado, where he's from. That's not the Irish countryside behind that man there. I know the Irish countryside like the back of my mother's hand.
That's Colorado right there.
That is Colorado through and through it is.
You guys have exposed a liar and a fake and a charlatan.
A charlatan, I say.
Major
a flim-flam artist of the highest order. He pisses on the very idea of a shillelagh. Look at, go back to that. Can you go back to that story and show that old man's shillelagh and tell me what it looked like? Does it look like what that fuck is trying to pen to you?
Nothing like it.
Let me say.
Oh, that's a smooth shillelagh, dude.
The shit he's trying to tell
people.
Let me find that one.
Where's that shillelagh? Because I want to see that shillelagh again.
All right, hold on.
I'd like another cracking look at that shillelagh because that was a proper shillelagh.
Where the fuck
did you
was
close it, TJ?
I don't know.
You didn't close it, did you?
Like it wasn't this far in. Oh yeah, it was. Okay.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is.
There it is.
Hell no, dude. Totally different.
Is there more pictures of the shillelagh in this? Or is that the only picture?
Maybe.
I think there was. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Look another angle on the. Oh, a fine shillelagh. Now that has all the markings and trappings of a fine shillelagh. That's what I'm looking for there, TJ.
I don't know. I feel like the shillelagh the other guy had looks way
totally
more
fake.
Way more what, TJ? Way more what?
Imposing.
Oh, imposing is it? How imposing was Goliath when he stood up in front of Daniel? Or David, sorry. I'm a little drunk.
You Irish always are.
How imposing was it when Daniel pulled out his wee little sling and began to fling pebbles at the army? How imposing was it, and who fell in that battle? The mark of a good shillelagh is not a big shillelagh. That's how I knew this man is a fraud as soon as I seen him. That's extra shillelagh. That shillelagh's got about 8 to 10 extra inches on her.
All right.
At least.
Okay. You
a
win,
proper
Paul.
shillelagh wouldn't come past his head.
All right. It's a fucking, you know what? You're right,
Improper
Paul.
shillelagh.
This is the ultimate shillelagh.
That's a shillelagh. Oh, lordy, 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 Lord have mercy. That's what a shillelagh looks like right there.
Amen.
A proper one.
A proper shillelagh.
Handcrafted from the Black Hills in the northeastern County Kerry.
Absolutely.
Fucking fake ass bullshit, dude.
I'm coming back now. Fuck that guy that didn't want me here anymore. I'm coming back. He can't tell me what to do just because he paid me $5 or $10. I guess he kind of can if he bands together with a bunch of other ones.
Yeah, like if they all band together.
And they're like, we don't want to look at that fuck anymore. I'll be gone. I'll probably be happy about that, honestly. I'm just fantasizing
finally,
now.
Well, there finally would be solidarity. So, in a way, you'd get your wish, right?
You can only dream.
I guess
yeah,
so.
But what if our patrons unionize? That's no good.
Oh, we don't want that.
Don't do it.
We're union busting fucks, dude. You will disappear.
You gotta go.
Unions for thee, but not for me. Okay. All right.
We demand more content. Shut up. Go to hell.
You don't demand shit. You don't draw no fucking... Dude, what makes you think you draw any fucking water around these parts, motherfucker, to be demanding anything? Nobody demands shit on their own. Now, if you get like fucking 3,000 other patrons... Oh, I'm sorry.
Paul.
I shouldn't tell them that. Sorry, I automatically start talking union tactics.
TJ, cut Paul's mic.
Yeah,
Union talk.
time to go. All right.
Yep.
Show's
See you
over.
later.
Bye. Have fun.
Everything's good. Don't unionize. Unions are bad.
Unions suck.
I hate